I did my part and I made sure that I wasn't just jumping on somebody's side, and falsely accusing somebody, because there are people that get falsely accused and that's not right. That's
And
not
and
right.
thing is, she actually said it on the stand because this is a voiceover saying everything that she said. She said she wanted the lifestyle. She wanted to be famous, and he signed her for 10 albums. So she said that. So it's not no made up or where's the smoke. That's just the part that we talking about right now. That's all.
So, Mr. Drip, you're
What?
in the music industry, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So, what type of what's the right word? I don't want to call him producer, but A&R, whoever the person is that makes the contract. What type of producer or person that made the contract gives a first time artist 10 album deal?
They did Drake like that, but Drake is Drake. She's not Cassie. But see, that's a loaded question, and it's real disingenuous on the cool. On the cool,
Mhm.
No, it's not disingenuous. Let me tell you why I
it's
asked that.
loaded as hell because
It's not,
nobody gets
but I
to
just
know.
want to I just want to say this about why I asked that question because
Nah,
I'm not
no,
in
but
the music
for real,
industry.
nobody really gets a 10 album deal just up front like that, unless you Michael Jackson or somebody like that. We haven't seen a Michael Jackson type person, but Drake did get a big contract for a lot of albums. I don't know if it was 10, I think it was like 5 or 6 or something like that, but that's about the most you're gonna catch. Everybody else be album for album type shit, more like two or three
But my
albums, if that.
but my thing is
So,
with that 10 album deal, if I may, she wasn't, when she got with Diddy or whatever, I don't she was still young and she doesn't know a lot of things, but wasn't she still around other people? Like,
She
where was
was with
Ryan
Ryan
Leslie?
Leslie. She was dating
Because
Ryan Leslie.
she didn't teach her anything about the industry this whole time. She's
I'm
been
sure.
doing what she's doing. Like, she learned everything for the first time with Diddy and just got fucked.
Nah, hell no. If you're around
She
people
didn't
in the
go to
industry,
a
you
lawyer
can know
or
something.
agent, or she didn't know any of this shit. Like, damn,
No,
what the
that's
fuck
fact.
was she
That's
doing?
so
that's not true.
would y'all
That's not true.
agree? Would y'all agree that the entertainment industry and probably particularly the music industry, but the entertainment industry is savage?
Oh yeah, hell yeah. I
Okay.
agree.
Absolutely.
So
Fully.
would y'all also agree that first time artists who have almost no fame or maybe they just have fame locally that want to go big or whatever, they get into a contract with whatever, either big or small record label. 9 times out of 10 really just want to get, their name out there, their music out there, and then they'll kind of like maybe possibly sign um a contract that really, even though everybody's lawyer is supposed to be there and checking it over for you, it's probably going to be more to the benefit of the record label than the artist.
It's
Can we
definitely
agree
gonna
on
be
that?
the benefit of the record label. That's the
So
whole point. But artists
right,
know that.
right.
Artists know that.
So what I'm saying
Look at
is,
me. Look at
so what
me.
I'm saying is, the reason I asked you that question about what type of person would sign someone to a first time artist to a 10 album deal is because people that do that type of thing, and I think this was happened with like Taylor Swift too, with that other guy, I forget his name, Scooter Braun maybe or somebody like that.
Oh,
They
no.
sign you like that in these crazy deals and give you a 10 album deal, especially if you're young like Cassie. You thinking, oh my God, this is just my assumption. I don't know. I don't work in the music industry. You think, oh my God, this person really believes in me so much that they'll give me 10 album deals up front. You know what I'm saying? You're
You got to
signing
be
this
a
person that
basehead
way,
to take that
my
shit.
opinion. And Disney does this today. Disney kids all the damn time. They sign these people to these long ass contracts because they're gonna do them dirty. The people really don't know what the hell they getting into, especially if they're really young. They don't really understand the contract to the
Oh,
fullest
that's
extent,
not true.
or
Oh, that's
maybe they understand it to the fullest extent of their education and knowledge
man.
regarding that. So
That's false, Chanel. Stop.
okay, can I just
That's
finish my
false.
statement and then you could tell
Oh,
me why?
but you've been cooking 20 fucking minutes. Hold on.
Okay.
No, that's not true because you're putting out false
San
information. That is not true.
Junior.
That is not true. You cannot say that, and I'm not gonna let you say that. That is not true. When you do deals, you supposed to have your shit together. It's not they fault that they don't have their shit together. You supposed to come with a lawyer, an entertainment lawyer, and your motherfucking family to support you when you get your contract. Megan did the same shit. She signed a deal and didn't realize what the hell she was signing because of what
You see what
she did read. She didn't read. So
So
guess what?
what's the purpose of the agreement for 10 albums? Drip.
I don't know anybody who signed a 10 album deal.
Cassie did.
Ain't no damn. Yeah,
Cassie
that
signed
was
a
dumb as
10-album
fuck.
deal.
That was
And
dumb as hell
what my
too.
point
But that
is
has
that
nothing to do with regular. Like that's Cassie's fault that
I
she
We
signed
not
understand. We're talking about
we not
not
Cassie.
that one.
say that she was that fucking dumb to know that 10 albums ain't a lot of fucking albums. Even if
What I'm
she knew
saying
nothing
is,
about the industry at all, that's not even something that's super
what
common.
I'm saying
Like
is,
She
she
was with
knew.
Ryan
Look at what
Leslie
Sam
what
B
before
I'm
Diddy.
said.
saying
Ain't
is
for that
only
truth.
this.
They
I
signing bad contracts and sign them anyway because they want the fame.
A
So
lot of
I'm
people
not
take this thing real.
disagreeing with why the artist would sign it. I'm
A lot
talking
of
about
people
the
would.
motivation of the record label that's signing her.
A
And
lot of people would
reason
sign
that I
a record
brought
deal,
the
Chanel.
reason that
A lot
I
of people.
brought in the Disney kids, because this was not, I didn't
Why
know
you
this.
keep
Well, I
changing the
watched the
actual topic
documentary.
of it? I'm not
I
trying to
watched.
talk about no Disney kids and no album.
Listen, can I
That's not
just
a
I
say
don't know
what I'm
why
comparison.
saying, and then you
this
can
is
tell
No,
me why I'm
listen to
wrong?
me. That's not a comparison. Disney
If
kids
I could
and
just, how do you know I haven't
hold
said
on,
it yet?
listen to me. Listen to me, because you don't know nothing about the industry. Clearly, you can't put a Disney child with a damn album. That's not a comparison. An album is something that you have to recoup, and the record label you have to pay them back. A contract for Disney is not nothing like that. They're doing
Okay,
shows, not
can
apps.
I
So
just
once
say,
again, you keep changing the goddamn narrative. Let's
I'm
stay
not.
on the Diddy and Cassie,
I'm
not
not.
Disney kids.
What I'm saying to you is this: I didn't have any knowledge whatsoever that those type of contracts existed
They
until I
don't.
started. Can I just finish? Until I started watching this documentary, and what I learned in that documentary is that a lot of the people that, not the artists, but the record labels that make these type of deals, they're doing that because they probably do think that you have great star power and whatever else. And the reason that they sign you to those multi album deals is so that way, if you do make it big, if you do become a Taylor Swift, then you can't go nowhere because you locked into this contract. So, because I think this happened to Drew Hill too. So you can't do anything. You got to, these people making almost nothing. You can't do anything because we have you locked into these 10 contracts. So you can't go get another record deal. You
No, you
can't
can't.
go, you can't go perform anywhere. You can't do anything because they got this
Yes,
whole
you
ass noose around your neck.
can. You
That's
can
called,
perform.
they have this noose
That's
around
what
your
I'm
neck.
saying. You
So
don't know what you're
there's
talking
plenty of
about,
artists
Chanel.
out there
Oh my
that
God.
refuse to put out music. Didn't this happen to Prince? Didn't he have to change his whole? He couldn't even say his name anymore. He said the
That's
oldest
because
song
that's
he known
his
as, so
fault,
they could get out
Chanel.
of it.
They
Mariah
doing
Carey
Summer
did the
Walker the
same
same
exact
way.
thing. JoJo did the same exact
Bro, no,
thing.
the fuck they
Drew
didn't. This
Hill did the
bullshit.
same
Oh my
exact
God.
thing. And think about this too. TLC, when they wanted to break
Oh my God.
from that lady, I forget, from LaFace Records or whatever,
When you
in order for
sign a
Bill
deal,
to break out
Chanel,
of that
you're
contract,
locked in. If
they
you have
had to
proper
pay her.
management, Chanel, don't overtalk me. Don't overtalk me, please. Because you've been talking this whole time and I'll let you talk. Please don't overtalk me. You don't know nothing about the music industry, first of all. When you do a deal like that, you have to have proper legal team to sign and read over that shit. If you don't, guess who fault that is? Yours. If your music don't sell, they will chef your ass. That's what they know. It wasn't like she didn't know nothing. She knew every fucking thing. 10 albums is crazy. Nobody got a deal like that. You talking about all these rappers and JoJo's, and I don't know them folks. We talking about Diddy and Cassie only. Because now you moving the goalpost down to the other side of the field. And I ain't trying to get a safety. I'm trying to tell you. We talking about Diddy and Cassie. When she signed her deal, she already knew what time it was. I'm sure somebody told her something. I'm sure. But if you want the fame, that shit don't mean nothing. Put a contract in front of Drip right now and say 10 albums, I'm going. Cause I'm shocked. I'm hood shamed. I mean, not hood shamed. I'm fucking starstruck right now. I'm finna sign. You gonna get something?
You proving my point.
Oh, no,
That's
no.
exactly what I just
Then you
said
just
about
told me.
Cassie.
Hold on, let me finish. You said she can't go perform. That's a lie. That's
No,
how a
what
lot
I'm
of these people make their money. They do shows. Everything don't go to the label, but everything that the label has a hand on goes to the label, or at least a percentage does. That's a fact. But other than that, that has nothing to do with her going back and none of that shit. She signed a airhead deal, period. That is her fault for signing it. But it's not her fault if that's what she fucking wanted. That's what I'm saying. You keep trying to make it separate now this whole shit. No, we not separating nothing. That is her fault for signing that deal. But if that's the life and all that shit that she wanted that come with it, that's what she wanted to do. She was with Ryan Leslie before Diddy. I got the clip to where Diddy said what he said and damn near pulled out her pants in the goddamn meeting. So that's what I'm saying. Like, she wasn't clueless. She knew everything she was doing. Megan Thee Stallion was a hood hoe. The hell you talking about? You know that? And they put a deal in front of her and she signed immediately with nobody. And then years later, she crying to the judge to get up out the goddamn deal. Exactly. Because she got proper management now. People looking over her contract. Look at Summer Walker. Her shit made to the Forbes magazine how goddamn them people were doing her so goddamn dirty. To the point they had to change it because the people knew about it and they put up a goddamn petition to where she can get out her deal or pay her some more money. And what did they do? Pay her some more money and she stayed.
But
That's her. That's her. I mean, that's what she want to do. She's the artist. They can't make her do shit.
I never said that these people who signed the contracts wasn't, were uninformed. I never said that. What I was saying is, and I said this at the beginning, said I said at the beginning that whatever the contract is, they are supposed to have their attorney. So Cassie should have her attorney there, Diddy or whomever else, the label have their attorneys there. And clearly they're supposed to look over the contracts and make sure that it's fair and it's whatever else. That I'm not disputing the artist. I'm not disputing that the artist didn't do something because they really wanted the money and the fame and all of that. I'm saying I 100% agree that people sign these horrible contracts and that they're aware that to some extent that these contracts are felonious and terrible and whatever else. I agree with that. I don't disagree with that. My point was never about the artist. My point was only really about how these people, artists or not, get trapped into these contracts that on some level they understand and on some level they probably are very naive and don't really fully understand because they so focused on I want a career and I want to be famous and I want to sing or dance or whatever their talent is. That's what they're focused on. I was really only saying that's why I asked y'all, would y'all agree that the music industry is savage or the entertainment industry is savage? My point was I was just only making it about people get into these deals and they're thinking, and this is just my opinion about Cassie, is that in my mind, she thought when he put that deal in front of her, even though she read it, even though she probably had an attorney there to review it, like you said, in her mind, if I'm 19, I might be thinking, well, damn, this man really thinks I'm great if he gonna give me 10.
She wanted Diddy.
Okay, I'm only talking about the savagery of the contract. I'm not letting her out of it. I'm not saying she's innocent regarding this. My only point is about how someone who is naive at 19 or 20 years old, who really just wants to make it big, really just wants to, be famous or, put their artistry out there. I'm only saying that they overlook and they may misconstrue the reason this person is giving them a 10 album deal. And they may misconstrue it into, he really believes in me and he thinks I'm good. That's what I was saying. I'm not saying that there were no attorneys involved. I'm not saying the artists aren't signing bad contracts. I'm not saying the artist is completely unaware. I'm not saying any of that. I'm saying that they are manipulated. And sometimes if you're young, you may not necessarily think, oh, this is a fucked up deal. This is a 359.
Diddy. How she manipulated? She wanted Diddy.
Okay.
I'm saying, I'm asking you, how is she manipulated and she wanted Diddy?
I just told you how. That man never had any intention of putting out 10 albums with that lady. I'm talking about the manipulation of the industry. I'm not talking about, I'm saying she could have been, okay. Yes, she's fully aware and is all.
Yes, I'm sure she was fully aware. You don't think she was fully aware?
So the record label there ain't nothing that they do wrong. Everything they do is great.
No. Wait. I did not never say nothing is wrong.
You keep putting everything on the artist's shoulder and none of it on the business side of it.
Nobody's doing that. Nobody's doing that. We already agreed
about all the things that was wrong with that deal.
They fuck over
She
people
said
all the
that.
time. We said
That's
that
my only
already.
point,
How are
Nigga.
we
That's
only
the only
blaming her
thing
for
I've
being
been about the
stupid?
whole entire
Saying
time.
that they
Is that they
both
fucked her over. That's all I was saying.
I'm saying
That's
no,
it.
no. You
That was
fucked
my
every
whole entire point.
no, it
That was
wasn't
my
because you went down the
entire
rabbit hole.
point.
Listen to me. You said the artist and all this old shit. Then you came back and said you wasn't talking about the artist. Then you said who gets a deal like that? I'm saying I've never heard of a deal like that, but with Michael Jackson, that was it. If that person wants the deal, how is she manipulated? If she signs her John fucking Hancock, how is she manipulated? She already wanted Diddy.
I just said to you, and I don't know another way to say it. I'm
So
saying my perception would be that if I'm 19
perception is
and I
what? She
don't
ain't
really
even
know
19.
a lot, I'm
Ooh,
thinking that
Oh
this
man.
person really believes in my ability and my star power. So that's the manipulation part. They're not going to
Okay,
go in and say, "We putting you in this deal so that way you came for the next hiring." Until you sign off, I mean,
nobody.
until you
hell
sign the
no.
business,
10
you can't move
albums?
around. That's the manipulation, is what I'm talking
There's
about.
no
They're
way
talking
that
to
she
her
wouldn't have
like this
known that
is
she
great
would have been
believe.
locked into that over at least 10 years. You can't who come out with more than one album in a year. There's no way she could have been that dumb to think that 10 albums wasn't a
Oh,
lot.
so
If you
so
listen
so what
to
you're
music,
saying
if
is,
you follow artists, you know that artists don't come
so
out with
it's
an album every year.
impossible.
You
So
know that.
it's
She knew what was
impossible.
going on.
Okay, so it's impossible for this lady to have maybe possibly thought that this person must really believe in me if they're giving me 10 albums. That's impossible.
Nobody said it was impossible.
That's
We're
all
just
I
saying
was
that they
saying,
both
Shanique. That's
fucked
the
up in the
only thing I've
situation.
been
She
saying the whole
signed up for
time.
something that she knew was some bullshit, and he knew it was some bullshit that he was offering her. They both knew it was bullshit.
Okay.
That was the whole point of this conversation.
The only thing that I was getting across was this, is that it's possible that some young girl or young artist may sign a fucked up ass contract because they're under this delusion that these people really believe in them. That is all I was saying. And
But that
and
has
and yes, you have to have your attorneys there and all of that.
What's
But I'm saying if it's possible that she signed it because she thought that they really believed in her, and it wasn't about their belief in her talent or her star power.
they know
It's
she
about
wasn't shit.
obvious? Obviously, they gotta believe in her if they're willing to sign her. I mean, that's a
Man,
given.
talking
What
about
I'm
no.
saying
the
is,
frame of
if
mind
you
of
are
why
a
they
person that's
do
trying to
that.
get into an industry and somebody tells you, we want you to be contractually obligated to sign, I mean, to release 10 albums.
Albums.
You
That's a
telling me
lot.
that at 19, she don't know that 10 is a lot of albums? She
When
don't
did I
know that
say
10
that? When
albums
did
is
I
a
say
lot?
that? When did I say that? I
All right,
never
what's
said that. I
okay? So she
said
thought they
only
believed in her,
this,
so that means that
that
she's
it's
absolved from her
possible.
responsibilities
I
of doing the
only
proper
said,
research.
okay, all right.
This is wild because you try to deflect and then you trying to speak on different shit and then it's your perception. Why are we talking about your perception? We're listening to the court and we're hearing what they're saying. That's really
She's
going
not gonna
on.
get excused
I
just
got
because
it.
she thought they believed in her. That doesn't excuse her
Yeah,
from
that
her
don't make.
responsibility.
I got
If
it.
you gonna act as an adult, then you gonna have to deal with the consequences. If she was acting like an adult, whether she was ready to or mentally mature
You're
enough, she
absolutely
was
right.
acting like an adult. And
I
she
I
sat
don't.
agree.
there and saw
I
10
agree.
albums and she still signed her name on the dotted line. She got some fault for that.
Yeah, I'm
That's what
on.
Whether
I'm
she
saying. Like I don't
naively or
see
not,
how
she
people.
still signed her name. Like, come on, how you don't know that signing your name on the dotted line? You might want to understand what you're signing. You telling me she was
Yeah,
too stupid to know that? That basic concept of signing a contract means that you're obligated to whatever is included in that contract. You think she
Yeah.
didn't know that? If she was that dumb, then I feel bad for her. And Diddy
yeah,
really
that's
go
crazy.
under because she clearly was a short bus shorty. If she didn't know signing a contract mean that
What
she's
I'm saying to be.
okay. I'm sorry.
I'm
I
just saying
digress.
this.
I'm
I'm
on
just
mute.
hold on. Let me talk. I'm just saying this. All I'm saying is this.
Okay.
Nobody really signs a 10 album deal, Chanel. Nobody. The fact that she sat there and signed it, that doesn't mean she's wrong.
I conceded to y'all
That's
to
cool. So what? You conceded all day and we responded and you responded, so we can still respond. That don't mean nothing.
you
Chill
can.
out. I'm
I'm
just
not.
okay. So let me
I'm
speak then.
saying I'm
Because
not
you just
fighting
said you
anymore
was
about it.
so can I
Yeah.
speak? Can I speak? Please, can I speak? Thank you, ma'am.
Sorry.
So, like I said, because you've been cooking the whole show for minutes and minutes. I've been sitting there listening. I'm saying this. Nobody, once again, signs a 10 album deal. You're trying to say that whatever happened to the part that we believe in you and all this, if Diddy was already fucking Cassie before the deal, because she met Diddy at 19, she didn't sign at 19. She was 20 something years old when he gave her the 10 album deal. Now, 10 album to her could have been shiny lights, glitz, glam, diamonds, and everything. You know I'm in the industry. I know. None of these niggas is getting 10 album deals. Even the independent. And half them niggas ain't even really independent no more. Because somebody pushing in the back end. But nobody gets a fucking, Google it. Nobody gets a 10 album deal. Ain't no fucking way. That's a lot of fucking music and albums, especially if you're talking about an album per year. And that's fast. Normally people drop an album and 2 years later, maybe a year and a half, then they drop another one. So that's a long ass time. So if she signed it, that's what she wanted to do. That's what I'm telling you. No matter what he thought about her, that's irrelevant compared to him signing her signing a legal document saying you owe us 10 albums. When they even just said on here, after the first 2-3 years and you didn't drop an album, what happened? She kept saying I didn't want to make him mad. So the whole perception of them wanting to sign her, everybody knew Cassie didn't have no talent. She couldn't sing. J-Lo did a bunch of her backup work. That is a fact. She not even singing some of the songs of her own shit. So that means she wanted the lifestyle. She said that. This is what came out of her mouth, not no makeup shit. This is what she said. She wanted to sign the deal thinking that what, Chanel? She was going to get with Diddy. But when she signed, Kim Porter was still alive. You know that, right? And when Diddy started treating her better than Kim Porter, she thought she was the man with the plan. She could have easily went and got lawyers to go over that shit. The lawyers were there. Now, they might have been bad boy lawyers. Who knows? I don't know. But what I'm just saying is this. She knew what she was doing. Nobody was manipulated. She knew exactly what she wanted with Diddy because she was with Ryan Leslie for the 5th time. So she was in the industry already. This is not nothing new to her. Nothing new. Ryan Leslie was under Diddy. So what she signed is what she wanted to sign. It was no manipulation. She signed that deal. If she didn't want to sign a deal, she didn't have to. Diddy could have kept her still with no signing. If you really want to ask me, I think she would have stayed with Diddy no matter signing or not. It's Diddy. Come on now. Like, it ain't no regular schmegular. This is Sean Diddy Combs, billionaire. Even if she didn't put out a record, she would have stayed. No deal. Deal or no deal. I think she would have stayed, period. She might have thought that, okay, 10-year deal, I'm going to be with him for a long time. I could see that. Cool. People who not used to that type of shit, they going. That's for sure. I just told you right now, put a deal in front of my face for 10 albums, I'm going. And that's a fact. Like, you're a star now. She said, like many a time, she wanted the superstar lifestyle. She wanted to put her albums out. She wanted to get her music out there. So she's probably willing to do whatever for that. A lot of them do. And a lot of them don't have proper management. Now, if you under Diddy and he's whooping your ass for talking to other producers and shit, you might not have proper management throughout your goddamn contract. I can see that for sure. Now, that would be the part I would agree with you on saying she probably was railroaded. Because after the fact that he didn't beat her up and all that shit and she ain't dropped no albums and now she locked in. I can definitely agree with what you're saying on that part because I would think that the first couple of years he was trying to finesse her to let her know that she probably was going to drop music and never did. But how long do you not drop music? She was in the industry, so it wasn't like she didn't know. But at the end of the day, she wanted Diddy. So a lot of that shit really is thrown out the window if you really want to ask me, really. All that old deal shit, she probably wasn't thinking about that shit no more. Because she wanted Diddy. So I don't think there was no manipulation going on as far as her signing a 10-year deal. She never said that was a problem. We just tripping out because it's a 10-year deal. And me being in the industry knowing niggas not getting no 10-year deal. That's a fact. Nigga, Drake brand new deal was for almost $1 billion, and it wasn't for 10. It was not for 10. So that's all I'm saying. But you talking about your perception is this and that. Like, I don't know. But yeah, your perception is kind of made up, right? So it wouldn't be facts. But what you're saying is true because the record label is a savage. That's a fact. And they're going to get over regardless.
Drip, you got to think about it like this, right? It don't matter how you said it, don't matter how you put it, right? She was taken advantage of, right? Regardless of how you put it, right? Like, I'm talking about, like, just hear me out real quick. So, in the bedroom, she was taken advantage of.
Yeah,
in her contract, she was taken advantage of. No, wait. In her bedroom, she was taken advantage of. In a contract, she was taken advantage of. You feel what I'm saying? Shit, she couldn't even pick out what she wanted to eat for breakfast in the morning.
Nah, Trey. When you sign that contract, ain't no taking advantage because you signed your name on that deal.
I was about to say, hear me out, Drip. At what point do we sit there and we say, you are grown, right? You gonna make your own decisions regardless, right?
I feel
you are grown. You just left this man to be with this man, and the whole time, what you saying, right? And just hear this, right? You sitting there saying, "Oh, I didn't want to make him mad. Oh, I did it so he could be happy." Da 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 da. So basically, what you saying is, you was willing to do anything and put yourself in any situation for this man because you just wanted him to be happy with you. So that where do we take, you know what I'm saying? Where do you take responsibility for your fucking self? That's all I'm saying.
I mean, that too, you know, I'm trying to give her grace saying that, you know, she wanted to do that. Like, she wanted Diddy. So her signing the deal was just like, that was just tying them together legally.
You can try to give her the grace and all that, regardless of whatever you say. She got taken advantage of. That's what, you feel me? Now you get what I'm saying. Now you get what I'm saying. You get what I'm saying now. You feel what I'm saying? It don't matter how you put it. She got taken advantage of. And that's how I can't just agree
to the. Now she got taken advantage of as far as like all the fucked up shit. Yeah, that was wild.
Yeah, I mean, but
the contract, I think her having lawyers. If now watch this. She might have had Diddy's lawyer. Cassie was a little different, right? So she probably didn't have the whole signing bonuses and all that shit. She was with Diddy before she was signed, bro. She was with this nigga before she was signed. So her getting dick and all this special treatment in front of Kim Porter. If you want to say that's the manipulation, then okay. Other than that, bro, she wanted that shit.
Can y'all name an artist Diddy had that he didn't take advantage of?
I couldn't tell you because this is about the only shit I've seen that came out publicly like this. Or well,
I was about to say you gotta think about it like this, right? She signed a contract and then she married a nigga. How I mean,
that's what I'm saying, bro.
Name all the artists. Like, name all the artists that did multiple albums with Diddy.
It don't matter. I was about to say. Now we now we talking
about all those people.
No, now
but somehow the 19-year-old knew everything.
She signed the contract and then married the nigga that she signed the contract with. She got married to the billionaire. That contract was null and void at that point.
So did Biggie.
So did Kim get beat up, Chanel.
So did Toto. Kim Porter get beat. All the other ones, and he screwed over all of them.
Porter get beat, Chanel. She seen that shit. She said it. I seen them fight before. Right. So you think she wasn't gonna get fought?
100%.
So why you think she signed a contract then?
Come on now.
I already said why I think she signed it.
No, but listen to me.
I said context, though, not your perception. She signed it because she probably thought that, oh my God, these people really believe in my stardom. That's why.
Fucking crazy. If you think she thought
I don't think that's the only reason she signed it.
That's not even a little bit part of it. She was Diddy already.
You right.
She was fucking him. So how you gonna say these folks believe in me and she was fucking a nigga? That's what I'm saying, Chanel. Like
one dimensional. She can only have wanted him, and that's why she was there. It was only about him.
No, what I'm saying, I was about to say, see, you gotta understand, like, where you feel what I'm saying, where taking that back accountability come in, right? Everybody sitting there saying she was 19, all that shit really don't matter. No, I'm talking about all that shit really don't matter. Let's be real. You feel what I'm saying? Boom, right?
What
So,
matters?
oh, no, wait, no, time out, right? So just like I was about to say, just like shit, just like Shanika said earlier, right? So, when you grow up in different neighborhoods and you grow up in different environments, you got your advantages and you got your disadvantages, right? So, and Cassie's advantage, right? I would think that she would have the more intellectual advantage due to her surroundings and the way that she grew up, right? So she can't be taken advantage of in this way, and then she's too dumb to read a goddamn. You can't have it both ways. I'm just saying, like, you one way or the other. You feel what I'm saying? Which way you gonna go? You wanted to be in this
So it's
industry. You wanted to be.
one-dimensional?
Hold away. No, you wanted to be in the industry. You wanted to be with this man. You wanted this. You wanted that. You got what you wanted, and now that the shit don't pan out. Now was everybody. Now you feel what I'm saying? Now everything is. You feel what I'm saying? Every decision that you ever made from the time that you met him is his fault. Get the fuck out of here. Ain't nobody trying to hear that.
So the only person or the only entity, so every employee of whatever said company, everything that goes wrong with that job, every reason they got fired, every reason they didn't move up, all of it is because you knew that's how much they was gonna pay you. You knew they was fucked up. You knew all of these things. You wanted to be there. It's always the employee's fault, never the employer. Stop.
Man, you keep trying to make this narrative of that shit.
I'm
Yo,
making
this shit
go work at Waffle
crazy
House.
like that.
You can't
Ain't
get
nobody.
mad.
All right, cool. All right, cool.
If
So
you
how
apply
many
to
people?
get a job at Waffle
How
House,
many
you
people
can't get
actually
mad at getting in a
marrying?
fight.
How
Hold
many
on,
people
Trey.
actually marrying their
Hold on.
boss? Let's be.
Yeah,
Come on, bro.
shit. There you go.
Oh,
Thank
what?
you.
What's your
Thank you.
question?
I said,
What?
how many people are actually marrying their boss on that type of scale?
Minding their boss? What does that
Come
mean?
on.
Marrying
Marrying their
marrying their
boss on that type of scale. Hold on, wait. Not only that. Time out. No, you was in a job with your boyfriend. You leave the boyfriend for the boss. Fuck out of here. Come on.
So wait.
You left
So
for the boss.
I heard that Diddy told all of the people in New York, all the drug dealers, they can't sell to Cassie. And
Man,
I'm just saying, this idea that this man could tell all of New York, nobody better not sell no drugs to her, and they don't, that he don't have the ability to manipulate her. You think
That's
he don't
a
have the ability
goddamn lie.
to take her from
That's
her
a
boyfriend?
goddamn. How many people in New York you think really listen to that shit? How many dope boys in New York? Ain't nobody listening to Diddy tell them not to sell it.
So this man got all this power except for with her. He got all this power except for with her.
He don't got the power to tell niggas to
He
stop
got the
selling
power
they
to
dope.
control every dope dealer in New York City.
Not
But he
true,
don't have no
though.
power over her.
Yeah, hold on.
Stop
Let's just restart this. So
Stop
first of all,
it.
that's alleged, Chanel. Nobody's ever heard that unless I haven't heard it. There's no way you can tell every drug dealer in New York not to sell no.
Come on now, you got the bottom boys who ain't even listening, who ain't even on social media. Come on now.
Go read it. Go read the lawsuit.
It's cool. Because I don't know. You.
Because I have a difference of opinion. I'm wrong.
It's not even a difference of opinion.
He knows every drug dealer.
That's a false
that you don't agree.
narrative.
Like,
you
know how
telling
big
me
New York
he
is?
got the power to shut down the whole New York City from
Oh,
selling
okay.
drugs?
Yeah, hold on, Trey.
The fuck.
Let's say he's right. You know what? I'll
NYPD
take
can't
that
do that.
Okay.
NYPD, how the fuck did he do that? Get the fuck out of here.
Listen, I'll take that. Right. So I'm gonna take that L. What I just said is so ludicrous, right? I'm gonna take that L. How in the hell he don't have the power to do that? So let's say he don't have the power to do that. But this
NYPD don't even have the power to do that. The FBI don't have the power to do that.
Okay.
How the fuck do Diddy got the power to do that?
You're right. I can see. But let me help me understand this. Paint this picture for me. This man has all of these things out there, got 5,000 lawsuits and whatever else. And we all know that people was at those white parties doing all kinds of deviant shit, right? But the whole ass entertainment industry, sports, music, film, TV still on silent. You ever heard of some shit like that before? Where this man has been accused of all of these things, and these people are in this industry with him for 30 fucking years, and nobody has shit to say except 50 Cent?
That's
Yeah,
not
white
true.
people do it. Yeah, white people do it all the time. You ever heard of Stevie
All
Weinstein
of,
A lot of people been
or
all of
speaking
Harvey
about
the
Weinstein or something
entertainment
like that?
industry,
Ain't nobody
nobody is
come out.
coming for
Ain't
him.
nobody come out in
Explain
the
that.
industry talk about
yeah.
Stevie
Explain it.
Weinstein or you
Explain
know what I'm
it.
saying? Come on now. It's
Explain
a
it.
hella people
Yeah.
that's in the industry that people don't talk about all
Right.
the
How
time,
do
man.
you,
I was about to say
Hold on.
Suge
how do you
Suge
have
Suge Knight with the Suge Knight ended up going to
Wait, hold on. I'm talking. Hold on. Chanel, you got
Mhm.
to stop because you gaslighting Trey. First of all, you gaslighting him.
No,
First of
it's a
all,
fair question.
listen
Is
to me.
the entertainment industry still not sitting on silent and mute?
Please. Can I say something
Okay,
without
name
you?
all of the several celebrities that,
Can
that were
I
at the night
finally say
party.
You don't have to
something
be
over
quiet, Chanel. Like, come on, now, you're doing too
All of
much.
name them. Let's name them.
me though? Can I talk?
I
Last
muted
time
her.
I
You
checked,
good.
Drew. Okay. So with me saying that, what I'm trying to tell you is this. And Reese say I'm not serious. Why would you say that? You just fucked up my whole train of thought. I don't even know what I was going to say no more. I don't even know what I got to say no more. She just fucked my whole train of thought up.
My point is, y'all shouldn't pick and choose when this man has power, because we all have sat here and watched for over a year. The whole entertainment industry don't have nothing to say about this man. Not one, except maybe 50 Cent and a few Suge Knight and a few others. But everybody else that's worked with this man over all of these years, even his bestie Jay-Z, they don't have shit to say. Everybody was new, as far as I'm concerned. A lot, or I won't say everybody. I would say it was an open secret that this man was doing these types of things and having these type of parties. How many people sued him? And in the affidavit, it talks about how he drugged them, he did all of this other stuff, and people were still participating and doing all this other stuff. How, if this man has no power to take over all of New York, I conceded to that, right? All the drug dealers, that's impossible. But yet he can somehow get the whole entertainment industry to say absolutely nothing.
Chanel, if they dirty, I wouldn't say shit neither.
Exactly. So stop acting like this man don't have the power, but to shut these
That's
people up.
not
He got them all
No,
on
you
tape.
gotta think about it.
He
You
got them
gotta
all
think
on tape.
about it.
I already know
It's
what the
something
next
I was
next
about to say.
sentence
It's
is.
something out
Yes,
here
he got
called
them all on tape.
leverage.
But again, if he's powerless to stop all the drug dealers, how is he not powerful
he,
enough?
It's not even about what you
How
just
is he
got
not
on tape.
powerful
It's
enough?
about having
Why ain't
leverage,
nobody saying
period.
anything?
It's not
Not a
even about what you got on
sportscaster.
tape. You have leverage, right? So
Yeah, I agree. He
so I was
does.
about to say,
So
so
clearly he
everything
has leverage on all
everything
the
not
people in
about
New York
being
that was
on
selling
tape.
dope
You
too.
can hold
So he
niggas
got
money
leverage
back and
over the
all
whole
types of
entertainment
shit.
industry, but he can't
Okay.
have leverage over the people in New York. Like,
my
make it make
God.
sense.
And
Stop.
not over every goddamn drug dealer. That's impossible. So
Right.
I keep
But
trying to tell you that.
he can have leverage over all of the entertainment industry.
Yeah.
If
If
that
I
were the
did,
case, it
Yeah.
wouldn't
So
be no
Chanel,
difference.
so
You
Name
so
wouldn't
you
have
telling me,
people beefing
so
and
you
self
telling me
tripping.
Diddy got the power
I'm not
to
telling you
go on
anything.
Self
every
trip all the
block?
time. You got people that's the whole reason why you have
Explain
those
to
gang
me.
wars because they
There
Impossible.
want
ain't
to
no
stop
way in hell.
serving
There ain't no way
LA
in
block.
hell
People still
that
do
this
it
Mike,
man
anyway.
can
It's
Mike,
manipulate.
always gonna be somebody that's gonna
Mike,
sell to somebody anyway, and they're not gonna give a fuck. And so for you to sit here and say that every single drug dealer in the entire state is under his reign is just absolutely disingenuous, and
You're
that's
right.
ridiculous.
You're
Get the
absolutely right.
fuck
I
out of
conceded that point, right? I conceded that point. So now we've moved on to all of Hollywood, the sports industry, TV industry, the film industry. None of them people over there have had anything to say over a year.
yeah,
Nobody knows anything about his nefarious behavior. So he
yeah.
Let me
can have
tell
a
you.
whole
Hold on, wait,
entertainment
time out. Let me tell you
all
Wait,
the
one
way
thing
down.
about.
hold on.
Everybody
Hold on,
sitting
Trey.
on
Hold
mute.
on, hold on. Chanel, hold on,
But
hold
he
on.
can't do it to the dope
Yeah,
dealers. I need to
hold
stop.
on. Slow down. Let's do one mic, please, and let's keep it respectful. So, if I was Jay Z, Chanel, knowing I got allegations already on my back, I would be fucking quiet too. I don't think it's Diddy's power that got them quiet. It's them niggas not trying to get caught up in that bullshit quiet. Come on now. Everybody not snitching. And that's a fact. They only got like 7 fucking witnesses. Out
And
of
can I
all these people alleged, they say he didn't goddamn me did this shit too. And 7, that's it? That's not a lot.
hold on, wait, hey Drip, and then you gotta think about how many voices is there actually in the NBA and in the NFL. First off, right, if you ain't one of them faces, or even if you are one of them faces, say
You don't
something
really
about
matter.
Diddy. Say something about Diddy, your ass fuck around, be out the league. You feel me? That's what I'm saying. So you gotta really think about it, bro. People not just, you feel what I'm saying? It's like I say, it's leveraging. When you talk about sports got way more to it than just speaking up. You got politics and all
But
types of shit, and
still,
politics,
Trey,
religion, all types of
Not
shit
an
still
involved
though,
in sports.
still
So
though,
you
still
That's
see
though.
what
not
I'm
an
saying?
industry where you should be
Nah,
expecting people to have a high moral compass. Like, come on, what are we talking about?
But
I'm
in the
saying
Y'all,
this.
NFL and the NBA, they got their mouth shut for
y'all
a reason. Them
expecting
This
morals
man,
contracts,
amongst
no
drug
power
them
is
dealers.
contracts keep your
this.
mouth shut.
And then I give you a real life scenario, and we have to just well according to that, then we have to say that these people were they were on tape or they were doing something, and these people are manipulated and they don't want to come out because they want to keep their stardom and their fame, and they
You
don't
know,
want to be
people
exposed
like
and all of
Jay
that.
Z,
But again,
billionaires.
I
What are
ask
you
him answer
saying?
my
He not
questions.
gonna speak up. Jay Z not gonna speak up on nothing. I wouldn't
You're
say shit.
absolutely right. So all of the people that spoke up for, let me see, R. Kelly, all of the people that spoke up for what is it? What's that guy's name? Bill Cosby. All of the people that came out of the woodwork talking about how this is so egregious behavior of Weinstein and Epstein and all these other
It
people.
wasn't no
So with
athletes.
Diddy,
It
there ain't
wasn't no
nobody saying
athletes.
shit.
I can
Really can't be
guarantee it.
listening to me. I said if I have allegations of doing something wrong,
Mhm.
like and with Foxy Brown and all that, right? And Diddy is on trial for the bullshit, knowing I'm on video and
Mhm.
picture frame at
Right.
this parties.
Mhm.
Why in the fuck am I talking? What
I
am I
know
going to
why
say?
they're not talking. I'm just talking about the fact that this
This
man has more
is
power than y'all are
wrong,
trying to give him.
wrong.
At
In
least at
Everybody,
timeout.
the time. At the time.
it's my goddamn statement. God
Oh, I'm
damn, let
sorry.
me finish my
I
statement. Like, come on
apologize.
now. Don't do that. I'm just saying this. If this man got allegations already that he's been involved with Diddy at these goddamn parties, what do you want them to speak up and say? I wouldn't say shit neither to keep my name far from that shit. So I don't think it's his power that got them not saying nothing. I think it's the smart thing to fucking do and keep your ass far from it.
And keep your ass
Exactly.
paid, especially if you're an
Yeah,
athlete.
like, it's no power.
Especially if you're an athlete. Come on now, like, bro, could you imagine an athlete speaking up? Somebody on the Ravens or somebody on the Browns. Nigga be like, nigga, you teammates with Deshaun Watson. Nigga, you teammates with Justin Tucker. Like, come on, bro. There's so much stuff
But
going on with so many other people. Athletes
you're,
ain't gonna say a goddamn thing. Don't expect that.
you're also forgetting what is it going to do for them going forward in their career? Because y'all know it's a good old boy system in Hollywood, and once they see you a snitch, who gonna want to work with you?
That's a fact too.
Who gonna want to deal with you knowing that whatever they do, if it ain't no good, you gonna snitch on them and do it, blah blah. Ain't nobody gonna want to. Nobody gonna fuck
If
with
you
you.
was at the freak offs in the
You're gonna
room,
get
you at
blackballed. You
it.
going after the biggest people in Hollywood, of course you're gonna get blackballed.
But Sneaker, if you in the room with Diddy and a lot of more celebrities, your ass bet not say nothing. You gonna incriminate yourself. That's what I'm saying. I don't think it's his power that got them shut down like that. Come on now, that nigga one man. That is it.
I agree.
That nigga is one man. That is it. So all I'm saying is I don't think the power got him like that. Like I think it's more of the fact that them niggas know they was dirty with Diddy and they would incriminate themselves or get themselves incriminated. That's just what I'm saying.
And I agree with what you guys are saying about how they don't want to be involved, they don't want to lose their money or people cancel them and all of that. I do think all of those things are fair points and are true. I'm just saying that we have to keep it a book. If we're saying that this man does not have this type of power that I was explaining or that I was talking about, the alleged dope dealer stuff, if we're going to say that that's true and he doesn't have that power, then how is it that well, at least me, I've never heard of the entertainment industry in any capacity being as silent as they have for as long as they have before Diddy and everything exploded with him or since. Nobody. And there's lots of people who were dragged into court. That's why I mentioned, R. Kelly and Weinstein and on and on and on. The list goes on and on and on, where people were coming out, celebrities were coming out and saying, yeah, he did this to me, especially Weinstein. Yeah, he made me do these things and that. And all I was saying is, if it's just strange to me that you have these really powerful people like the Weinsteins and the Epsteins of the world, that people still weren't afraid, quote unquote, to say something. And I'm sure Weinstein had something on some of these people. But I do agree that there's fear associated with it, especially if you know anything about Diddy and all the alleged bodies he has. I do think that plays a role. I do think if you know anything about it, you probably do want to shut the hell up. If you read any of the lawsuits and all of that, you probably do want to shut the hell up. And that's my point of all of what I'm saying is that these people are shutting up because they know he could get to them. Now, maybe not so much because it's likely that he's going to go to jail for racketeering. But I do think when all of this started, people want to preserve their own career. People want to preserve and have their candy coated picture painted of their persona, and they don't want to really get into it with them and whatever else. I agree with all of that.
No, I was about to
I
say,
just
nigga,
think that man is powerful, or at
I
least
wish
was
you would
powerful.
say something. I release the tape and it'll
I
just
just
be
don't
you
respect people
on
that
it.
I
admit they
agree with
still
that.
fucked up.
I agree with that. I was only talking about the power part where I'm
No,
saying
like,
I've never seen a whole industry just shut the hell up. That's all I was saying. Because
well,
people
if
wasn't
they're
shutting the hell up
guilty of
about R.
something,
Kelly. They wasn't shutting the hell up about Weinstein. They wasn't
how
shutting the
you
hell
know
up
that
about
though? How do you know
because we
this?
saw celebrities come out. I
But I'm
can't say who
saying this
saw,
though,
but people came
everybody
out
who
and said
did
stuff.
something dirty with them, why would they come out if they're guilty? That's all I'm saying.
Okay, and
See, it don't
I
make no
don't
sense, right?
disagree with that. I don't
Oh, okay,
disagree with
okay,
that.
okay, okay.
The only part is that I was saying, the only part I was saying was, at least at the time when this first started, a lot of people probably did have fear because they were at the parties and they were indulging or whatever the case may be, and they don't want that stink on them.
Right.
I'm just saying, it's just mind boggling to me how all of this shit has come out about this man. Whether or not it's proven or not, it's a whole nother thing. And nobody doesn't have anything to say, with the exception of some people, like I said, with 50 Cent. He's been saying this shit for years about, how Diddy is creepy and all that kind of stuff. How is it that him and maybe five other people, there's another guy I watched the video on him, Uncle something. But anyway, he dealt with Jay-Z. No, that was with Jay-Z. But it's other people that have stuff to say. I didn't know who Jaguar Wright was until last year. And that she been clearly saying stuff about him for years.
Yeah,
But now
she's been
people
beat
are
on too.
afraid to say anything.
But
So
I'm
I just
saying,
think it's
no, she ain't
interesting.
afraid. She still talk her shit.
No. I'm talking about the other people. I was saying Hollywood is on, mute. I'm talking about those people are afraid for all of the reasons you guys said. That he could,
But it's not
probably mess
Diddy's
up their career or
power
whatever.
though. You saying it's Diddy's
That's
power
my
have the industry
opinion.
shut down.
That's just my opinion. That's just my
Okay, so watch
perspective.
this,
I'm
Chanel.
not saying my
Watch this.
perspective is
Watch this.
correct.
Hold on. Watch this. So if I'm Diddy and I got all this power, and you did some egregious shit with me to whoever, are you going to say something? It's not for his power. It's for your fucking safety and not to incriminate yourself and not get drug into this shit. That's what I'm saying. I don't think you listen to me. It's not his power. That's just like getting yourself out the way. If you did some messed up stuff with Diddy, why would you be saying anything? You're going to try to run from that shit far as you can, right? You ain't finna be out here incriminating yourself and putting yourself in jail. You hoping he don't say your goddamn name, right? That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. I don't think you heard what I was saying because that makes so much sense. Like, why would
I'm
you
saying,
incriminate yourself?
that I agree. I just said I agree. That's
Yeah,
about
but you keep
fear.
saying the power shut it down.
But
No,
I'm
that's
saying
them
I
scared
don't
for their fucking life, right?
drift. The only thing I'm saying is that from my perspective, I'm not saying I'm right or that you guys are wrong. I'm just saying
So
simply from my perspective, since I've never seen the industry shut down like that and people just sit on silent,
it didn't
I
shut
just
down.
find that interesting. That's
I
all.
don't think it shut down. Me, I don't know. I don't think
Okay.
it shut down. Ain't nowhere in
All
here
right.
the industry shut down. Everybody's still getting record deals. Everybody's still doing their thing.
No,
People
I'm
know
not
who to
saying
play
the
with.
industry shut down. I'm saying they're
You just
vocally.
said.
When I said that, I meant vocally people aren't speaking about him or this
Why
case.
would they want to speak on him and get
Drip,
themselves put in the case?
drip. The only thing I'm saying is that I agree with all of the reasons that you're saying. Why would they do that, right? They don't want to ruin their career. They don't want to get the stink on them,
Right.
whatever. I
Okay.
agree with all of that. I'm
Okay.
saying, in addition to that, my personal opinion is that he was powerful,
No.
and
Okay.
and
So
and that's it. That's all I'm saying.
okay. So if you're gonna say it like that, I agree with the powerful shit because the nigga did have power. Like he did have power to run Cassie ass for sure. But you're saying he told all drug dealers in New York, you know how big New York City is, to not to sell. I just thought that was a bunch of bullshit.
I
But
can't
hey,
say
that's
that
alleged. That's
I
alleged.
can't right. I'm
That's alleged.
saying that's what I've been hearing. I'm not saying it's true.
I mean, that's
I'm saying
cool.
that's
That
what I've been hearing.
okay, okay.
That's it.
Okay, so cool. So as far as power, as far as industry over Cassie and people that probably work for Diddy, I can give you that. I can definitely give you that because that's because they've definitely said how he found her every time. Somebody said something.
And that's the same thing like with Kim Porter too. I feel like and a lot of other people. But anyway,
Yeah, yeah, but okay, so I do agree with you at least 47% on Diddy got power.
47%.
No,
Thank
no, no,
you.
because the nigga, I mean, that's just like what's his name? What's that guy name who actually was over Diddy? Damn, what's that motherfucker's name?
Are you talking about the white guy, Clive Davis? Is that who you
Yeah,
talking about?
Clyde Davis. He got power. He got way more power than
A whole
Diddy,
bunch of
but
power.
right,
Yep.
but what I'm saying is he got power over Diddy because he knows shit about Diddy. Just having power to make everybody shut the fuck up, I don't think that's what the power
Yeah.
was.
I
I
think
think the power was just they didn't want to say nothing because they don't want to get their stuff incriminated. But I do
right.
agree Diddy has power.
I think that Clive Davis, they need to go get his little 100 cents
That's
as
what I
well.
thought too.
I
Like I
think
could have
he
sworn he was
really
going first.
this is really what I really think about the whole Diddy situation and Clive Davis. I
Mhm.
think Clive Davis told Diddy from the beginning. Once they both, because Clive Davis, my understanding, is bisexual or likes men or something like
Diddy
that.
was a boy toy. Yeah.
Right. I think that's how it got started, where it's like, okay, I'm gonna give you this money, I'm gonna give you this chance. That's how he started Bad Boy, whatever the case may
Mhm.
be. But I think within that, he taught Diddy.
What up,
Diddy
Ferg?
was already a sleeping dragon. He was already a savage, in my opinion. And then he
Okay.
meets this guy that's wealthy, that's super powerful, especially in the music industry. And this guy's like, this is how you do it. I think that's
Mm.
how Diddy ended up with all of the people that are compromised now. The people that don't want to say shit, I agree 100%. They compromise. And it's like, maybe they were down with it and now they're embarrassed, or maybe they wasn't
That's what
down with
I'm
it.
saying.
And
I agree,
and
but I don't think
and
there's Diddy power though. I think they just scared because they can get brought into this shit and go to jail.
right. I was just saying that I think
Oh,
Clive Davis gave him the whole playbook
okay. I
and
mean,
he
possibly,
ran with
Get
it.
possibly,
exposed for being gay and all the other nasty stuff that they was doing. Because
Right.
possibly.
let me
Yeah.
find out that somebody let Chris Brown pee in their mouth.
Stop it.
That's
Nigga's
crazy.
crazy.
Damn, Chanel.
I can't
That's
with
crazy.
her.
Well, y'all cutting up on Vic, I ain't gonna even say that another name today here. Y'all crazy as hell.
The
God.
chat is undefeated. They probably dragging me too. I'm sure they would. I'm sure they might
No,
be.
actually, well, I'm behind. I think they was with you
They
at
A
probably
little
first,
was.
bit. A little
and
bit.
then they last now. But
My
that's
favorite
cool.
sunflower that's in the chat. I'm sure he's dragging me too.
Who
Mr.
was your
Vic.
favorite sunflower? I'm trying to see who Drake.
Mr.
No.
Vic. Mr. Vic.
Oh nah, Vic getting his ass drugged by the goddamn chat for shit show right now. Robin them and Sugar Boy on attack mode. I ain't gonna, but yeah, they on a lot of people ass.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
like
it's
I'm saying,
cool. I mean, everybody's
this is
perspective. I respect it.
I
I'm
mean,
not right about
I mean,
everything.
it's chat.
What you
Like
say
go
about
ahead,
me? What?
stay up out there. It's undefeated. But I think that's just
Oh.
like Tasha K having these niggas on payroll, the NFL on payroll, because them
Hmm.
niggas be gay and goddamn they don't want her to say nothing. So I'm telling you, a lot
Hmm.
of people was quiet because if they get caught up in their bullshit, their career's done. So they gonna be
I
quiet.
also think I do think that has merit, but if you do any type of like investigation of the people that Diddy has 1 degree of separation from that are no longer with the living, I think that even if they said you're gonna fuck up my career, you're gonna fuck up my money and whatever else, the reason that they sitting on silent is because he has a bad reputation of getting people to off people. He does.
Yeah, you
So
still not hearing me though. Like you still,
I'm
it's
not
like
saying anything against you, sir.
no, no, no.
I'm
I'm
just
saying I don't think that's the power trip though. If I did something bad with Diddy to a minor or to anything that's bad, I'm not gonna say nothing so I won't go to jail.
no, I agree with you. I was saying in
You
addition to
still
that,
got
I'm
other.
saying in addition to that, Drift. I'm not saying either or. In addition to that, I'm saying part of it, at least if it was me, and this man blew up a whole man car allegedly or whatever the case may be, and then his baby mama comes up unalive mysteriously and all this kind of stuff, and
Mhm.
all the stuff that people say that he set up Biggie and Tupac and all, like, all I'm saying is the second element that would keep me quiet would be all of that shit. It's just like, yeah, I ain't got shit to say. So I agree, that's all.
Yeah, but at first you were saying his power had the industry on hush mouth. That was
I
the
still
whole thing.
believe that. I'm not saying that's the only thing, but I do believe that he had a lot of power and
No, no,
influence.
the power is there. I give you so much of the power trip, but I just don't think he got the whole industry on hush mouth though. Because this motherfucker that's way over Diddy, way over Diddy. Why you think Cloud Davis ain't been brought in this shit? Power,
Hmm.
big time,
Hmm.
way over Diddy power. Diddy wasn't really that powerful, so say, but the people that around him he had and his team made him more powerful. That's a fact because they
I
was everywhere.
agree.
It was
I
everywhere.
agree.
So,
Because
but
one of the things I was gonna say is when Diddy first started Bad Boy, he was working under some other man as like an intern. And
yeah,
I don't know, I'm not in the industry,
real.
but how do you go from being an intern for 6
Because he
months or a
started fucking
year
Clive
to
Davis.
that's
Duh.
my whole point. That's my whole point. That's my whole point is that something else is afoot there. You know, that doesn't really make sense. But a lot of the
And
stuff in
DJ
this case doesn't
Morel
make
came up
sense.
there. Well, deleted. I'm sorry.
Hmm.
Yep. Andre,
All right, now that we done battled it out, y'all can get back to the regular.
man, don't tell me now that we can battle now.
And Trey yelling at me, hold
We goddamn situation your words, your crazy ass girl. The
on.
My
fuck?
bad, my bad. I was
No,
about to say
no, it's
I had
all
to turn
love.
it down. I had to turn it down.
It's
No,
all
I was
love.
about
You
to say
got
no. I had
emotional, and it's
everything in my
okay. I
ears.
was emotional. It's all
Hey,
good.
come
No, I was about
on.
I was about to say everything was in my ears, so everything was extra loud and shit.
Oh no, you
So
good. I don't take none of this
you know how I do.
personally.
It'd be like listening to loud music and shit. You know, you naturally gonna be loud.
we
You
gonna
know, and
we
it's
gonna
okay.
change the gears real quick. We gonna go well shit, that ain't changing the gears. This is gonna make it a little more active.
It's
We
about
finna
to
go
make
to
it
the music
worse.
shit. I don't know, Chanel. Oh shit.
Well,
It
I'm
possibly
here
can.
as y'all formidable opponent. Y'all go
Yeah, you
ahead.
definitely the
Y'all
ops,
like to
goddamn.
drag me. It's fine. I could be. It's okay.
Oh, I ain't dragging you, little
I
baby.
come
I'm
over
talking
here to
about
troll, like Mr.
this
Trey
shit.
said. Was it Trey that said I'm trolling, or was
I
it really?
said your ass was trolling early because you was talking crazy, but
Oh,
it's all good.
all my fans said that I was trolling. Okay,
Out
got it.
to the fans, man. See, I ain't gonna lie. That's where you
I
need
love
your
the
sound
chat.
effect to say, if you fucking with Chanel, put the C's in the chat. You know what I'm saying? You need to put
Right.
that right.
That's
Oh, you
it.
feel?
That's
Yep.
it.
It'll be
Hmm.
lit.
Drip
If the
on the
chat was,
beat.
yep, make it
Yes, my
complete. Yep.
super producer. Okay,
Yep.
got it.
Look out for it soon. Look, I'm telling you, when the trolls start kind of being nice to Drip and can't believe shit Drip did, like, yeah, I like that type of
The trolls
vibes.
come out at night. I
Trolls
love it.
was, oh
What?
shit.
What?
Shit. Shit. All right,
But
so we're gonna bring up.
that's what keeps the chat. I feel like anybody's chat kind of litty city is, you have difference of opinion. And some people they're not about to you're not gonna move the needle with them. They stuck in a whatever, just like I am. I know I'm stubborn.
I mean, that's cool.
And you about
Oh
to
shit.
change my mind.
It be like
Mm-mm.
that sometimes.
So,
Yeah.
like, you can't please everybody, but just at least try to be balanced. At least, I
Yes,
mean,
sir.
that's what I try to do. At least try to be balanced with everybody.
Yes, sir, Mr. Drip. Whatever
Nah,
you say.
okay, that's cool. You're crazy. Hold on, this chart. And you finna talk about Megan Thee Stallion and all this drama, so I already know who finna say something first. I'm just waiting. In five, four, three, two.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. Wait. I got. Oh, Shanique. Shanique, you there? What's Shanique at? Shanique, wake up, bro. Oh, she must be at work. Yeah.
Chanel put her to sleep.
Bird, do you see what they put in chat? That's wild. You gotta
Man,
Bird.
Chanel, I'm gonna say this. Whatever
Oh,
college you went, whatever college you went to, they should crown you the champion feminist. They
oh
have
my
feminized you to the core. You will fight for the feminist movement to the end of life. I
bro, look,
already see
look.
it. Listen. Diddy's an asshole. He's a punk because
Mhm.
everything he did basically was behind closed doors. He wasn't moving like that around men. He did that shit to women. And the man that questioned that shit, we can say that they probably, most of them ain't here. It's some shady shit behind it. But Cassie signed up for everything she wanted. She was even fighting Kim Porter. Now, what nigga would let they girl fight their baby mama?
That shit
And now
crazy.
the baby mama ain't in here no more. She wanted everything. She left a dude for him.
Mhm.
Then she admitted, listen, I wanted the freak offs. I was gonna get picking out the girls. That's just like a dude want to do something zesty with woman. The woman picks the girl out. She know there's no. And listen, I'm gonna say this: the
Preach,
good
preach.
girls stand too close. No, the good girls stand too close to the hoes. That's our problem.
Mm.
The good girls will champion for the hoes and then drag a woman that say I want to be married, call her a pick me. But the
Mm-hmm.
hoes, no, she was this and that. Come on, man, it makes no sense. She
Mm-mm.
know what she
Do it for the
wanted, so
heart.
I don't. I'm just gonna shut up on this because listen, I'm getting nigga fatigue. I am
Hey,
fatigued with the crack era niggas and these niggas. They listen. Diddy was an asshole. He's already been charged for Cassie shit. She they spending 4 or 5 days questioning her because the only thing they trying to do is just build his character. I
mm-hmm.
need to see all these other motherfuckers that was at the Diddy party show up and say Diddy. And listen, I can understand why a lot of them ain't saying nothing because they had baby oil, Diddy oil on their back. They was enjoying everything, so they can't say nothing. Like
Hey,
you
Coach
said,
Ferg.
they not. I'm
Hey,
sorry.
Coach Ferg, get ready for that Sexy Red concert. Do it for the heart.
Yeah.
Well,
Right in court. I'm trying to tell you, it's going down. It's going down.
because he's already been tried for that. They going over stuff that they can't. They just trying to. They just like they do all the time. They try to build his character. They try to show the bullshit in his character. That's all it is. The real shit is gonna be when other witnesses start showing up, and we all know. And I'm gonna shut up. This is my last thing. You look at any history. That when you start getting in your 50s, I don't care any black man, anybody in the industry and all them single niggas, they come out for their ass real quick. Everybody single go get taken down. Now, if you get married, they might give you a leeway, but you can look at the track. Everybody that's getting down, getting taken down, all them niggas are single, living out here, and they getting taken down by the snow bunny.
Mm.
It ain't Shaprita ain't taking them down. It's the snow bunny, and they gonna believe what the snow bunny say. They've been doing that shit since Emmett Till. So
Keep
it
cooking.
is what it is.
So
So
Keep
it's not
cooking.
the
I
Keep
don't know.
cooking.
behavior, it's just the snow
Their
bunny.
behavior, they've been doing that behavior. They knew
Stop
what they
giving
was
these
doing for
people a
20
pass.
years.
Stop giving
Hold on.
people a pass.
Hold on. Let's just say, like you said, Cassie and Diddy been dealing with each other for a long time, right? I
A
wouldn't.
long time.
I would guarantee to bet you that within the first year he showed signs of being an asshole.
Of course he
He
did.
showed signs of being. So why
In the
wouldn't
first
I
three
come
months.
out then? Then I
Oh
heard some
God,
of the
here we
crazy
go.
shit. I heard
See,
some. I heard the.
Kosher.
Hold on,
I heard
one
the
mic.
craziest.
One mic. Let her finish.
Chanel.
Let her finish.
I heard the craziest shit I ever heard anybody say. He shut down the whole city of New York drug dealers. Let
Yeah,
me
that
tell
was
you
Chanel.
something. If I'm hanging
Not the
out
only
on the
person that
street
said that.
Yeah.
and Diddy roll up on me talking about don't sell to her, nigga, I'm gonna tell you, here's the price, nigga. My price is $5 million. You don't want me to sell to her, nigga, that's five. Other than that, get your little bum ass out of my
I
face.
need the
And guess
five, sir.
and guess what his bum ass gonna do? He
Get
gonna
the
tuck
fuck
his
out your
tail
face.
and he gonna walk on off this get it back in his little ride. And then he gonna try that shit on every other come on, man. He couldn't even go to one barrel in New York and say, do that shit. A nigga be like,
Shit.
get your little bitch ass out of here.
Come on now.
It ain't
Preach.
gonna happen.
Somebody got
That's
to go.
that's just hearsay. That's just hearsay
Somebody.
though. We can't go with the hearsay. We attach hearsay to every nigga that's doing some shit. No, we can't do that. Ain't nobody shutting down no fucking barrels in New York to not sell to a motherfucking dope head. That
Come
makes
on
no
now.
sense. It makes
Preach.
no sense.
That's what I'm talking about.
So
That preach.
she
Preach.
They
got
don't
the
even
drugs
know.
from
They don't even know Killer. Like, that's wild.
she got the drugs from somewhere.
So, Kosher,
Somebody got an echo.
you said hearsay.
Hold on. Somebody got
Yes.
an echo. Somebody got to mute their background.
No, it ain't me. Let me see.
Hold on. Yeah.
I ain't got nothing else.
Am I
Let me
still
Check.
start
echoing?
this.
Nah, hold on. Chanel. That was you, Ferg. If you're on your Bluetooth, Ferg, then that was you. Go ahead, Chanel.
So, if that's the case, if we're just going to say, "Oh, it's all hearsay," so we can't necessarily believe it, then there should be no criminal charges unless they have direct evidence.
That's
But
what
we
we've been
know,
saying the whole
Mhm.
time.
but we know that in the in certain industries, let's just say the court of law, right? For many years, you couldn't convict somebody because there wasn't a body. So where did this person go? How we know they're not just still missing? Things have changed now.
Mhm.
You don't need a body anymore. You just need a whole bunch of circumstantial evidence and a whole bunch of hearsay and some other things to put it together. There's been many men that
That's
were on
because
cross for
niggas don't be
30
having enough money
years.
for lawyers. That's why niggas be getting
Sir,
caught up that way.
Sir, all I'm saying is the law has transitioned. And so this idea that, oh well, we can't go off of hearsay, that's fine. That's why I brought up the death case or whatever, where someone's missing. We clearly know the husband did it or the boyfriend, whoever. We know that they did it. This person didn't run off. But they can still try them now. Whereas 25 years ago, they weren't able to prosecute. Because you don't have a body, you don't have proof that this person is really gone. And all I'm saying is with referring to what Coach is saying about hearsay, how do you even prosecute a case where someone is clearly dead, but you don't have a body? Back in the day, they couldn't do it. The prosecution would never bring forth the charges because they couldn't prove it. So I'm saying you don't necessarily have to have the smoking gun to still get a conviction. That's it.
I was about to say, and then as
Uh,
far as the sex trafficking go, right, y'all gotta really make this make sense, right? Because you feel what I'm saying, they are in LA. You feel what I'm saying? Like, I mean, it is what it is. Like, bro, if y'all think that every, you feel what I'm saying, corn star lives or what, you feel what I'm saying? No, they meet up and they do, you feel what I'm saying? They doing it for what they doing it for. So if that's the case, they need to go ahead and lock up, you feel what I'm saying, everybody. You feel what I'm saying? Or every, you feel what I'm saying, anybody who got anything to do with it, because it's just like, you feel what I'm saying, OnlyFans, all that. You feel what I'm saying? If you're involved in it, everybody deserve to get locked up. If that's the case, because shit, I mean, if sex workers going to a goddamn goddamn sex party and shit, you feel what I'm saying, doing shit like that. Like they was all, you feel what I'm saying, like they was all willing participants. You feel what I'm saying? So it's the same thing as doing the, you feel what I'm saying, it's banned in the goddamn industry for real. Because that's all it is.
So everybody's a willing participant as far as like prostitution is regarding prostitution, right? So the porn industry that you're speaking about, we know in
corn,
49 of the 50
corn,
states.
corn,
Oh, I'm sorry,
corn.
I said corn, corn.
Oh, okay, my bad.
Okay.
Okay,
But all of the 40, well, I'll say 49 of the 50 states, prostitution is illegal, right? So you can go to Nevada and it's allegedly legal there, right? So, but what's really the difference between the streetwalker lady and all the other 49 states that say prostitution is illegal? This is the difference between them and the people in the corn industry. That the people in the corn industry, because prostitution is literally the exchange of money for sex acts. That's just what it is.
So
But
what is okay?
but just cook with me for just 1 second. But the reason that the corn industry isn't shut down because prostitution is illegal is because the prostitution that's going on, the money that's being exchanged, the only reason it's different is because they have a lighting crew and a camera and they can sell it at the store. That's why you can go down to Cindy's and go get all the free or the pay for all of the corn you want. Is it not the same exact thing that's going on the street corner? You are giving sex or you are performing sex acts for money. It's the same thing. But because they can monetize it and because there's a camera crew there and there's a contract being signed, then suddenly it's no longer prostitution. It's absolutely prostitution. It's just like you hear these people that are they like the word what's the word? Damn it. The word is slipping my mind right now. If
bro,
someone is
friends.
stalking you, so this is the word stalking, right? So stalking is essentially harassment. You following people, you invading their privacy, you doing all of this stuff, right? That's illegal in all 50 states, unless you put a camera around your neck. So now you're just paparazzi. So you have free will and free reign to stalk every single celebrity within an inch of their life, invade these people's spaces, and do all of that, and stalk them legally simply because you have a camera around your neck. But if you don't have a camera around your neck, then I can get a restraining order against you. I can send you to jail for stalking. All I'm saying is people move and they make shit legal, and then they
Uh,
criminalize it and
so I
everything
got a
else in
question, right?
between.
Because you said something about the camera, right? So I got a
I can't hear
question.
you. I can't hear you. You're
I
smoking.
said I got a question, right? Because you
I
said
can't hear
something
you.
about the. You still can't hear me?
I can't hear anything you're saying. So
All right, give me one
sorry.
second. 1 second.
Can y'all
Yeah,
hear him?
yeah.
Okay, I didn't hear nothing you said.
Yeah, I can.
This is why I sniff.
Am I wrong? Find the line what
I,
I said.
I don't even, I don't even know what the hell you all said. You been going for a second. Uh,
I was just simply
Can you hear
saying
me
we
now?
change the rules when we want to. That's
okay.
all I'm
Can you
saying.
hear me now?
We make it
Nobody tried to change
illegal when we
it.
want to. I'm
I hear
not
you,
talking
Christian.
about y'all. I'm not talking about the people on this panel. I'm just saying in general, we change
It's,
the rules when we want to, when
Nah,
it fits
we can't
nah,
our.
really change them though.
nah, right?
Is the
Because it's
people in the
so
corn
nah, right?
industry not
Because
exchanging sex for money?
no, I got a question, right? Because you just said that they put a camera around their neck, right? So what's the difference between being on FaceTime and having a camera around your neck?
No,
What's the difference?
I'm saying to you that stalking is illegal unless you have a camera around your neck and you said that I'm going to go sell these pictures. They can be intrusive in your life. Look at what happened to Diana, whatever
What?
her name is, Princess Diana. They killed that lady. I'm sorry, they unalived that lady because it was legal
Chanel.
for them to chase you down. And it's
Chanel.
only legal because you have a camera
Oh
around
my
your neck.
God.
If Trey wants to stalk his girlfriend
This
or his ex-girlfriend, she can go and get a restraining order. She can.
okay. Okay.
But if she
Okay.
has a license to do it,
Okay.
okay, well, whatever.
Unless I
No,
got a
yeah,
camera, right?
it's kind of going way off the topic. We talk about cameras and can't get done like this bullshit. How many times Kanye didn't knock people out with cameras? You know what? Never mind. So this is a new subject. Shout out to this is the whole Megan Thee Stallion situation. There's a lot of drama going on right now. I'm gonna let Charleston White kind of say what he got to say. Then we're gonna go to Whack 100, kind of breaking everything down uh, and being unbiased too. That's crazy work because you know he is team toward. But hold on.
Well, immunity is for a that can be charged with something.
Yep.
Oh,
But
and I wanted to say that too to clear my shit up when I said why does Kelsey have immunity and y'all act like y'all didn't know what the fuck was going on. I told y'all immunity normally go to the snitches. What did he just say? Immunity means you can be charged for something. She snitched.
Only reason why my man is locked up is because he's from a different country and he was in a facility of a discharged weapon that he didn't even touch. It's crazy work.
Yeah, she free. That's cool. Yeah, she definitely free. Hopefully she, you know. Mm.
And he went independent.
Hopefully her ass get locked up, sir.
Bird.
Just so I can sit there and be like, yeah, shiesty where your homegirl at. What you talking about?
Shiesty crazy. You say what, Bird?
I said he went independent. He left his, I guess the people that signed him, and he went independent. Then everything started going downhill from there.
Let's see.
you don't know law, and you just looking at it from where most are looking at it. You think Tory Lane shot the Megan? Nah, homie, it's a reason why she asked for immunity, and it's a reason why his DNA ain't on the gun. It's a reason why now they saying, no, well, maybe he paid her not to say it. No, that DNA say everything.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this case caused a whole divide between men and women.
Not
a lot of women
I told you, I think some hoes need to ask whoop. No, I think some hoes should be. Man, it's a big kick your in mine too. It's a that'll whoop me, cause she caught me off on her. And if you jump in and say get him out that headlock, she'll slap the shit out of you too. Nigga, get your ass. Now, there's some women like that. And they say, wait, listen, y'all have y'all heard her music? Have y'all heard Megan Thee Stallion music? Everybody knows. Listen, Megan Thee Stallion. Everybody knows you a big old and you drag little bitty like that. You get on top of them and you know how to squat and push that up with your big old thighs and them knees in with a little bitty up under you, bouncing that big old up on him with that good, pushing it up on him. Ain't no like you crying no year later about no like that. No, listen. Yeah, man, listen. Ain't no you like you, dance like you, and as cocky as you ain't crying. Yeah, y'all with that plea. He should have kicked you right off in your, cause they say you like to drink and you like to fight. You one of them big that like you'll whoop everybody. Couldn't nobody whoop you. You was at the white girl party and you was showing out big old. Don't try to get that man in trouble and get him back to Canada where he can't come over here in the United States and make good music no more for us. You wrong. Everybody know you the kind of bitch don't cry. Yeah, now here it is a year later, he offered me $1 million. Only reason you crying now, cause your old manager done this. I think Jay Prince fucking with you. Yeah, that's the only reason you crying. You ain't sad about that. Yeah, no, you ain't sad. Cause when you were trying to go get the restraining order, you wasn't crying. When y'all ran across each other at that me, that would be award ceremony, and you and your attorneys went and tried to get them in trouble for violating the restraining order, and y'all both entertainment, you wasn't crying in. So don't get in front of no. And Gail is a riding hoe too. Snoop Dogg should have never apologized to that. The way that you done R. Kelly, man, y'all wrong in the hell. Fuck you too, Gail King. You ain't worth. You know that ain't shot that when foot that standing 5'11", 5'12" tall, and yeah, that be 5'12", and they ain't shot that. That big old fine, that be bent on knee and dead. Man, you know how hard it is for a hoe to do that. Nah, that ain't crime. Y'all wrong. And I believe she been whooping on Tory Lane. That's why he had to shoot that. He couldn't whoop. They ain't no reason. I ain't know that they're shooting no. Y'all saw in the movie Harlem Nights. That couldn't whoop that hoe. That's why he shot her. See, that old woman can fight. What was her name? Ella May, Eloise? Man, please, she will knock.
Boy said 5'12". I'm through. I can't deal with Charles right now.
Get around. That's why they had to shoot her. Yeah, you gonna shoot me in the pinky toe? Yeah, Barty, you hit me again. Oh, I'm gonna shoot you in your belly. Fuck no, hit on me like that and I can't whoop you. That's what the old did. If an old couldn't whoop her, he shot her. So that nigga ain't done nothing wrong. Big old Tom. Listen to a lyric. I'm a big Listen that whole lyric. That even her is aggressive. Way she talking about telling them, man, please, that whole don't, man, please, you got to do her like that. See this, the problem is everybody getting in their goddamn business. Yeah. Everybody know the rumor on Meg Thee Stallion is she like to get drunk. She'll your brains out, but she'll fight hoe too. She'll whoop you if you ain't the kind of that can break her jaw. So yeah, and she the kind of hoe and that'll start a fight with you and call the police and be doing how she doing Tory Lane. That little boy ain't done nothing wrong. Yeah, I wouldn't either drop them charges. And it's obvious she lying. You want to cry 2 years later. You wasn't raped. Yeah, that's a victim's. Man, shot in the foot ain't crying about nothing. No $1 million way. You been bouncing around, performing and having fun. All they gotta do is look at you.
Damn.
He just went all the way in, man.
Yeah,
like, comment, and subscribe, man.
Crucial. What up, Damon?
Yeah, my baby.
Shit, cooler, man. How we looking, man? How we looking? We got the dural yet? The epidural?
Nah. They still got her just hooked up to the IVs and stuff. I'm about to grab me some food and go pick up my PlayStation and some my stuff for my camera. And then come right back.
Yeah, you better get real comfortable there. Real comfortable.
You say what?
I say, what you got to get for your camera?
Man, I left all my SD cards, bro. Only one I brought with me was my 64 gig, and it's already filled up. So
yeah, you're gonna definitely have to bring that old big boy, 128, 256 type shit. I got you. 512.
Yeah. I gotta go back and pick it up. I wish I never even left it.
Yeah, but you always gonna leave something. You leave something one time, something gonna get left, and it be the bullshit.
Yeah, I was rushing this morning. You know how that go, man. I was tired as hell, blow from the last night.
Shit, yep.
Them blunt from last night be killing niggas in the morning, bro. I swear to God.
Your ass be half dead. That's for sure.
Oh my God, I'm about to roll up now.
That motherfucking bizarre break I had, I was just like, yeah, that shit got me tuned out. I wasn't even paying attention.
I got the cookies right here in the back right now.
God damn. Boy, I got the car seat. Yeah, I got the car seat already in the shit, you know, because they ain't gonna let you leave. Well, shit. Well,
you already knowing. Hold on real quick.
Nigga, I had to tell my mama some shit one time. She bought my cousin the goddamn, no, I was my cousin. They were my little brother. She bought my little brother a car seat for my nephew. This motherfucking car seat turned to a stroller. I'm talking about hit a button, it dropped top down, and man, all kind of shit going on. That motherfucker was $600. I'm like, Mom.
Yes, sir. That's how you supposed to do it.
That nigga $600 stroller. But bro, it don't hold you past like.
It don't matter. It don't matter. Only the best is for my goddaughter. What you talking about? It don't matter. Only the best is.
And I'm gonna say that too. Once I have my so I'm definitely going to get that
flat
joint, get
out,
dropped down and do all the type of transformer shit. Put the goddamn top over, the top come back, you press a button and tell you about the safety, and tell you if the seatbelt buckled in, all kind of weird shit.
And,
that motherfucker top of line.
And then after 3 months, you're gonna have to find somebody to give it to.
Bro, that's what I'm saying, bro. They just gave no, I'm lying. They just pulled it out the attic because my little brother and my sister-in-law pregnant again right now. You know what I'm saying? So they having a girl. So now they going back and get all of the shit that they was finna just give away, like type shit. So yeah, that shit crazy.
You see, I ain't gonna lie, I got lucky on my first go around, you feel what I'm saying? I got 2 of them up the break. I got 2 goddaughters, they twins. Yeah. So you know everything I get, I gotta get double. Only the best. It ain't no complaining.
I just told you, yeah, we heard you, crazy girl. Yeah. I feel you on that shit. Nah, I feel you. Yeah.
Okay, I got
that should be like blown out proportion. Sometimes buying all that shit, then have to give it away in a month or two because it got big or long or something. And he don't fit the shit no more. It's crazy work. I just witnessed that shit. Go ahead, Chanel. You still there? Okay, so let's get back to the video. Let's see.
Let me know your take on this, man. That's that old Charleston for you, man. But we finna get back into this. I'm gonna show you something.
Go there. He made a post about it. He said he regret not taking a stand. I guess to get a chance to plead his innocence.
No, today he probably wished that.
Inclusive and inclusive meetings. They just having opinions. The court have to present facts. Facts aren't always necessarily true.
Huh?
So we got facts, we got truth. The court don't want to know the truth. That's why your lawyer saying, man, I got this to say this is the truth. You got the prosecutor saying, now I got.
Nah, I ain't gonna cap, man. He cooking over there, man. But I know y'all probably thought that it was done. But before we get any further in this video, man, I'm gonna need y'all to.
Me f***ing off on her. No way. I told y'all that before all this came out. Man, that DNA evidence is everything. Inconclusive. And this is what the said. He shot 6 times. If he was the one that shot this gun 6 times, there's no way DNA would not be on this gun. That's what them said.
True.
That's science. The other get up there and say, hey, listen, if I testify, will y'all give me immunity? Well, immunity is for one that can be charged with something.
Yeah.
Yep.
But when you don't.
Now, he cooking, man. Y'all might want to pay attention, man.
No law, and you just looking at it from where most are looking at it, you think Tory Lane shot the making it. Nah, homie, it's a reason why she asked for immunity. And it's a reason why his DNA ain't on the gun. It's a reason why now they saying, no, well, maybe he paid her not to say it. No, that DNA say everything.
What did he got to pay
this
her
case
for?
caused the whole divide between men and women.
Not
a lot of women stopped.
I told you, I think some that whoop. No, I think some should be. Man, it's a kick your in mine too. It's a that'll whoop me.
Yeah, that's a fact, Reese. She didn't say she was shot. She said she stepped on glass or some shit. And then, you know, women getting their fifis and Tory got to doing the dumb shit, trying to call out, making a song with a bunch of horses and horseshoes and shit, knowing your lawyers just told your dumb ass, don't antagonize her on the fucking, no, he said stay off the internet, nigga. And what did you do, Mr. Tory Lanez? You got your little bitty ass on that goddamn internet and made a banger about stallions and horses and make it what women normally do. They try to hide that shit to try to take up for you a little bit. And when you got the trolling and taunting, nigga, you did shoot me. And I remember like it was just like Bun, he was the first one, check that ass. I'm like, God damn. Go ahead.
They found shrapnel in her feet also, so she couldn't lie no more. And even if she wanted to run with that, the doctors literally found shrapnel in her feet. They alerted the officers, and that's how she had to come out with that shit.
Well, she told on them before all that shit must have came back then because they truly believe he didn't shoot her at first. But they, well, I ain't gonna say that you're wrong, Dean, because you possibly it's just a timing thing. You know what I'm saying? But one came out before the other as far as like timing, because Tory made the song like 2 days after that shit. No bullshit.
Yeah,
Like 2 days.
Tory. So it was the fans that speculated. Then Tory made the songs, and then Megan made a live. Right? You gotta remember, like Tory dropped that song like on Megan's birthday or something. So, you know what I'm saying? Megan made a live on IG, and she basically like, yeah, that nigga Tory shot me. That's when she
Right,
went
right,
live.
right,
And
right,
after that
right,
IG
right,
dropped,
right,
everybody, the
right,
internet was going. It was over with. Everybody was
right,
talking about
right.
Can I ask
That's
a
what it was.
question?
Okay. Yeah. Right.
Is the Tory Lanez guy? Did he got convicted, right? Or did he not?
it. Yeah,
That shit was bullshit.
And he got 10 years. I'm just trying to make sure I'm talking about the same. I'm thinking about the same
yeah,
person.
Man, you know what the hell we talking
And
about.
in the United, okay,
Go ahead.
yeah. He got 10 years.
I'm trolling. Get out your fifis. Crazy ass girl. Yeah, he got the 10. I don't know. I don't know. It's just I think bro tried to play on her top, really. Uh Man, dawg, that's crazy, bro. Like, I think he should have listened to his lawyer really on the cool, because Megan really did you a solid. Just keeping it a buck. Black women normally
Yeah,
do this shit. They try to keep that shit under wraps because they know your ass will get in trouble. That's one thing the black. What's a lot of black one thing, or that's a lot of things that black women are good for. But that's one thing that stand out a lot, because nigga, if they fucking with you, black women would definitely hide that shit and say you didn't do it for sure. Especially if she fucking with you. So you went and got your ass on the internet and goddamn did this bullshit trolling this girl. And she said, fuck it. Yeah, you
he
shot
could
me
have
for
been.
sure.
He would have been free now, Drip, if he didn't do all
Yeah.
that extra shit.
Would have been free.
That's a
Yeah.
fact. And they probably like her and Kelsey probably would have handled shit offline, but you know what I'm saying? They was publicly doing stuff together that was kind of like shady and shit. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like it was a lot of goofy stuff. So I actually agree with that take that he actually did it to himself based on
She,
that, not based on him doing the crime, but based on him actually trolling her afterwards. That's a good
man,
point.
I'm telling you, bro, because, bro, black women do that shit. If they fucking with you, bro, if you they man, they husband, whatever, bro, they not finna put you in no line of fire. And Megan, like I say, Megan the hood chick. She from Dead End, Texas, brother. Dead
I
End
Yeah,
think
means the end of MLK Boulevard, my boy, in the hood. If y'all ever seen South Park Shorty on IG,
yeah. I'm on
that's where
Megan's
Megan's
side
from.
on this one. I'm on Megan's
Shit.
side on this.
Nah, I'm
Hey,
on.
Chanel, what's up, boo?
I'm just
hey,
balanced in between. But my thing is this: like, Tory definitely put himself in a position. And see, I'm supposed to do a show today about men wearing chastity belts and men asking for submission and don't know how to handle submission. Right?
chastity
That,
belt.
that was supposed to be my show, right? But I end up
Stop.
oversleeping and shit like that. So, it's coming. Don't you worry, because this is what I say about niggas getting themselves into situations and can't handle the shit. Like, how you with Megan, knowing you was just fucking her best friend, and now you end up with Megan, but at the party you was trying to fuck Kylie and they all were there. So you was having your way. So she clearly fucked with you enough to try to hide this shit from the goddamn popos. And you get your motherfucking ass on there. And then another thing, you notice Kelsey wasn't even allowed in the hospital with Meg. Let's start there, nigga. She was outside the whole time. T. Ferris, which is from Houston, known him for a very long time. That's Paul Waldner manager. That's a fact. That nigga went and told Kelsey, Megan's not talking to you. She's not accepting nothing that you got to say. And told her to get her shit. She going back to Houston. So Megan already knew what time it was, because Tori and Megan was going back and forth. I mean, not Tori and Megan. Tori and Kelsey was on the phone a lot. He kept calling Kelsey. He ain't call Megan. So I'm telling you, like, that shit just,
I
Tori, boy, you
think
put yourself in a fucked up situation.
I think it's bigger than that. I think this is my conspiracy theory.
Here we go with the bullshit. Let's go.
I think because isn't Megan signed to Rock Nation or whatever?
Rock
And
Nation is not a record label, man.
okay, what?
It's not.
How do I say it? She signed to Jay-Z, but
She's
that's
not signed. Okay, so let's start facts, right? Rock Nation is not a record label. It is management. That is it. That's not the record label she's with. Megan is independent. That's a fact. So let's get the facts straight before you start saying anything.
thank you for
Thank,
correcting me. I
thank
appreciate it.
you. Go ahead. You got it.
I was just saying that I think that Jay Z is powerful, and if that's his artist, then he doesn't. He made some moves so that way she could get out of it. Because for the life of me, I cannot understand why this is even news. If she was willing initially to be like, no, he didn't do it, or it wasn't da, 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 whatever it was that you were saying that she was kind of like basically gonna let him make it. I think something else happened, and then it was just kind of like, nah, he got to go down. Because I can't understand. There's so many people that
Yeah, he
get
trolled her.
fatally unalived, or whatever you want to call it, fatally shot, and then they don't drag it out. You know what I
I
mean?
mean,
So to
they're
me, there has to be
unalive.
more
There's
going
so much
on.
to say, right? If they're
I'm sorry,
unalive,
unalive,
no, no,
unalive. I'm
no.
sorry.
I'm asking you a question. If they're unalive, what can they say?
No, I'm saying sometimes people can be unalived and they don't get 10 years. Or they get, you would think they would get a life sentence, especially the ones with premeditated or what is it? First degree
First,
murder or
yeah,
something
you're
like
right.
that.
Capital
So
murder,
all I'm
something like that.
saying, yeah, I find it interesting. And maybe it's just simply because these people are famous, but I don't really see, and I'm not saying it's not serious. It's a serious, crime to be pow people. But I just seem way more egregious, and people still can get off. Is all I'm saying. So I just don't understand what was the purpose of taking him down when you got people that have done worse than what
Well,
his alleged crime is. That's all.
well, I do agree with that because I've seen people pop somebody. Now, unaliving them, I don't think they got out in a 10-year span. But in just safe to say, me seeing this personally, I've seen people shoot people, not like seen him shoot, but like go down for the shit, and then they get out in like 4 years.
And that's what I'm saying, because y'all were saying yesterday something about, like if it's first degree murking or whatever, and even if you was just the lookout, if you was just the person that drove the car, if you
Accessory.
didn't even have the thing, then they charging
Accessory.
everybody.
Yeah,
15
yeah.
So
years. 15.
right,
Accessory.
so that's what I'm saying. Like if you can get charged with it, and you didn't even have the pew pew, you didn't even shoot the person, you weren't even in the house, but y'all all going down for murder one. How is it that this guy that didn't even unalive somebody
I
is?
think Chanel on some real shit. Like, and this gonna be a super reach. So just, what I'm saying, you got to work with me on this one.
Bro, hell
But,
no, bro. What you finna
but
reach to the sky or to the
nah,
ceiling?
I don't think it's. I personally don't think it's that far. But my wife says she think it's far. But I think he got made an example because he an immigrant, bro, and we
Come
living in MAGA,
on.
bro. This is
I
Yeah.
MAGA
agree.
country
I
right
just
I
said
now,
agree.
that. I
bro.
just said that. I just said that.
This
Like,
is
Hey,
Trump
listen.
I believe
country
that
right
too.
now, bro. And
Believe it.
people like him are not being treated. You know what I'm saying? Like us. That's a fact. So I
Yeah.
really think that the prosecutors and everybody looked at him and said, "Oh, we got an immigrant here. It's
Yep.
an
He
easy
gotta go.
prosecution." You
He
know what I'm
gotta go.
saying?
Yep.
You got a
Super easy.
gun. Even that's easy right there. You know what I'm saying?
Didn't they do
Immigrant.
the same thing to what's that other guy that he went back to his country? It was dealing with Diddy.
No,
No, no, no,
21
no.
didn't go
Remember
back.
remember the
21?
guy Diddy shot that lady in the face or whatever.
Oh,
That whole scenario,
Oh,
Shine,
China.
I
what's his
think is his
name?
name.
Shine,
And he
Shine,
got
yeah.
10 years or something like that, and he didn't even shoot the person. That's what
But
I
Yeah,
mean
but
by like it just
Shine
seems odd to
actually
me.
owned up to the thing. He
yeah,
actually he actually took the fall for Diddy. Like in the
yeah,
situation with Tory, he never admitted any guilt, and it was hardly any proof that should have put him in a position where he was prosecuted. But I genuinely believe that it was like, immigrant, throw him in jail. Fuck it, real talk.
Mm. Reese, hell yeah. Fucking chastity belt. The fuck?
Okay, what were you saying about men and chastity belts? Because I thought that was for women. Now what are you
Man,
saying?
that's why I said what I said. Like,
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
that show
I'm
coming, don't
still
you hear? Because this shit is
confused.
insane. Because that's what it was really compared to Tory because if a nigga could really maintain his silence on this internet, bro could have been free right now. Now, with the doctor
Yeah,
finding the fragments and doing all that shit, she still could have lied. And they was gonna believe it. But that's why the lady Sean Holly left Tory Lane's legal representation team because she told him you wasn't gonna beat this. This is a woman on the stand crying, and she's not unalived. You're
Drip,
not
have
gonna
you
see too many
covered the
cases like
Milagro Grams angle? Have you covered that?
that. And I stayed on that shit, bro, because she a fool. She's an idiot. She's a fucking
Yeah, yeah,
idiot.
I'm saying she made
I fuck
Tory
with her.
case worse. That's a fact.
Yeah, I think so too, bro. You ain't bullshitting. Yeah,
Yeah, I'm saying
Megan's
that's
suing her now.
the feds on her head.
Yeah,
They on her
Megan's
head.
suing her now. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because, bro, I was trying to figure out how was she in the same court with them. That shit was,
Apparently
bro.
she
She
cool
was
with
taking
Tory.
breaks and everything.
On
She
her
was going to
channel,
the
she
court.
said she cool with Tory, like she know my
Oh,
man's personally.
okay. Yeah, because she was there for sure. Like,
And you
she
know she
taking breaks
bad.
and everything.
Milagro fine as hell.
Yeah. The fuck?
Yeah. Yeah.
Come on, bro. Look, she was there with I'm talking about the lawyers, the prosecution team trying to holler at her on real time, and she on the YouTube live. They asking her name and shit, trying to take her to lunch, all kind of weird shit, and she wasn't even there for nobody. she didn't have not one position, bro. That was weird as hell, bro. That shit seemed thirsty as fuck. You
Yeah.
had every court case, and you're not even part of the goddamn bailiff team. None of that shit. Like, you just there, and you going live on YouTube every day.
I think Tory was smashing her for sure, cause she like she in love with Cuz.
Yeah, me too. I thought that was too. I thought that was
At least
wild
that's what
too.
it looked like. At least.
Yeah, she definitely looked like she was. Bro, when they said he was guilty, did you see her crying and shit? That was,
Yeah, she crashed
bro.
out. She crashed out
She
over that shit.
crashed out. Like, bro, that was wild.
Yeah, she
That
been
was
crashing
fucking
out.
wild. Yeah, that Milagro chick, she's something else. Because Academics did an interview with her too. She called herself shooting that big egg. I'm like, oh yeah, I see you. You must be new. So you got that
So
celebrity
y'all don't.
starstruck shit on him. What
So
you
y'all
say?
don't think that this Tory guy just didn't have a good enough legal team, and that's why. Because if
No.
OJ can get off, listen, you can hire
Wait,
the
wait,
right
wait, wait,
people.
wait. OJ, the shooter for OJ, just got convicted. So what we talking about?
Oh, really? I
Yes.
didn't know that.
Come
That's
on now.
true.
See, that's what I'm trying to
No,
tell you. You
I'm
gotta see.
saying, I'm just only saying that he looked
Nah,
very
And
you can't say
guilty.
that. You can't say
and
that.
Chanel,
Can
you
I?
on to something? But I'll say this: OJ at the time, he was like an American sensation. Like
Mm-hmm.
he was like Michael Jordan of the NFL. Like niggas really loved OJ. He wasn't an average player. He's literally a Hall of Famer. You know what I'm saying? Like, and football is as American as anything else. You know what I'm saying? Like, the football is very American. Everybody loved football. You know what I'm saying?
OJ
It
was
was
a guy.
white people that thought OJ was innocent. That's a
Mm-hmm.
fact.
Yep.
No, I wholeheartedly agree with you. I was just simply raising the question: if if he could get off for what seems like that man did it, as far as I'm concerned, anyways. I think he got off because he had a excellent legal team. So my question was, do you guys
Johnny
think
Cochran.
that's the
Yeah,
reason he didn't get off is because he didn't hire the right attorneys?
Nope.
yeah. There's not too many Johnny Cochrans out here either.
Not even that. They got the person who did the shooting. OJ was innocent the whole time. They just convicted the guy. Just convicted this guy. So we got to take all that off the table. Now, Johnny Cochran was a
Yeah.
bad guy. He was an excellent lawyer, clearly. Like, he represented the best. And he charged the best. So
Yeah, so OJ
I ain't taking
didn't
no
do it.
credit
Let's
for
What the
take it
him.
fuck
all off the
is
table. How OJ
wrong with
get blood in
y'all?
his car? Stop.
Man, hey, that's a
It's called the
question we won't
setup.
ever know. He was set
It's
up clearly
called the
Oh,
because
they
they
set
got
him
the guy
setup.
who
up.
did it.
It was a
Man,
setup.
look,
It
the
was a
dude is
setup
being
back then.
convicted.
It
Okay.
And they
wasn't that
shot
many
out, then they
cameras
shot
back
out girl.
then.
That's
Niggas
Okay.
was
I don't
dragging
want.
niggas'
I don't want
body
the
from
smoke,
one back seat into another back seat. You know what I'm
I'm
Mr.
just
Trey.
saying?
telling you
You
what
ain't never
happened.
seen a
Trey.
back seat switch? It's like, no, I'm stop
Mr.
playing.
Trey. I don't want the smoke with you. I
I'm
don't.
just telling you what happened for real in real time.
Or
And like,
drip.
just
I
like
don't
how
want the
y'all
smoke
say
with you.
about Tory
I
and
don't.
Megan and all these people on the stand, this is what's going on in court. He was convicted. I mean, hey, that's all I can tell you. Other than that, I don't know what to tell you. OJ put
He
himself
did
back in
it.
jail
OJ did
for
it.
doing bullshit.
He did it.
Okay, yeah, that's cool. Don't say
Man,
illegal and false things, ma'am.
I was
Smack.
about to say, but yeah, I was about to say it wasn't nothing about no legal team or nothing. It wasn't nothing that they could
He didn't
do.
do it.
Like I was about to say, just like Drip said. First off, you're not even from this country. Then you got a woman on the stand crying, talk about something you shot her. Oh yeah, you get your non-country. I mean, you not even. You feel what I'm saying? Get your immigrant ass up out of here. Go sit down for a minute.
Done.
Yeah.
You're done. Your ass is done. I'm trying to tell you. Like, it ain't nothing to it.
So he got convicted solely on what exactly?
Because
On
they
who?
couldn't convict 21. That's why.
But you have to
Well,
prove. You have to prove, right? The prosecution has to prove that you're guilty, right? No,
Yeah.
within a reasonable doubt or something like that.
That's how the
So how did he
feminist
get
movement.
convicted? What did he get
what are you talking
convicted
about?
in?
He got convicted for having an unregistered firearm. Like when you Google it, he
Was he a
never actually
felon?
got convicted for shooting Meg. He got convicted for having a unregistered firearm. And anybody in America can go to jail for that. If if
Well,
if
Right.
if,
But
if I
you
come to
getting
Drip
10 years
City and I have
though?
an illegal firearm, no, they probably will give me at least 5 years for that. No cap. You feel me? And he
uh,
got
Oh, okay.
and if you look
Okay.
it up, he was also registered and he
felon,
was convicted for what's it called, Drip?
also
Um,
having a weapon. Then
it
he
was
got
like when
charged
a
with
firearm go off by mistake, like if somebody firearm
negligence.
go, yeah,
Negligence.
yeah,
Yeah.
negligent use with a firearm. So those are the two reasons why he in jail. And because he an immigrant, that's why I said that. An immigrant get those cases, you through. It don't matter. It's over with. You know what I'm saying? They said you got a legal weapon and it like you was using it in a negligent way, it's over.
Yeah,
It's over.
disengaged in a firearm. I'm looking at it now. He got charged for three things: assault with a deadly weapon, disengaging a firearm, negligence.
Yep.
So,
But was he
well,
convicted of those three things, or was he
yes,
just
that's why
Yeah.
he in
charged?
jail.
Yep.
No, I'm
Yep.
saying was he convicted on all charges?
Yeah, he ain't
Yeah.
beat not
Okay.
one
Okay.
charge. Well,
Okay.
well, well, he didn't get charged with shooting Megan, but I think the assault was probably the one that because the
It
bullet really
wasn't
never
about that. It wasn't
directly hit
about
Megan.
that,
It
right?
like hit the ground,
Now,
then hit her.
now what I'm hearing, right? Now what I'm hearing and what I'm getting at is motherfucking he ain't even get caught up off the what's her name? She took immunity because she told them niggas that was his gun.
Yeah, that
Yeah,
was her best thing to do.
he had bought it from sha da 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 da, and I had grabbed it out the back seat, and she whipped my ass, so I had took
That's
it out the
exactly
back
what
seat.
happened. Megan whooped her for sure. Megan whooped Kelsey's ass for sure. Like I'm talking
So
about
Look,
she
think
was
Boosie
not.
about it
Hefty
like
was
this,
telling the
right,
truth
Drip?
in this case.
If he was an American white boy, this case would be completely different.
Oh,
That's a
fucking
fact.
right. Fucking right.
If this was Austin Metcalf, this case would be completely different,
Oh,
bro.
Completely.
Megan has to be sitting in a goddamn jail right
No, the
now.
fuck he wouldn't. No,
I
the
said
fuck.
Megan.
Oh, shit. Everybody
I
say the
said
white boy.
Megan to
Yeah,
be sitting
Megan
in
Megan would
goddamn
have been in
jail
jail
right
for
now.
lying to
Kelsey
the
would have been in jail
police.
too.
No,
Kelsey would have been in
Megan.
jail.
No, Megan would have been in jail for all of it. She'd have been in
Yeah, too.
goddamn jail for her goddamn
So
self getting shot. Because
They would have been
did
on
I
her
was about
ass.
to
Megan?
say, because if it was a white boy involved, trust and believe, Kelsey pictures would have been out that motherfucker.
Yeah, Kelsey crazy.
That's a
She did.
fact too.
So why
Yeah.
was nobody else charged with anything?
Kelsey told. She told for immunity. The man just
Yeah,
said she,
she took a plea deal. The best
people
plea
that get
deal that anybody can take,
So
which is
then
anybody
immunity.
that
these
gets
people were
immunity, they
charged,
not
but
being snitching.
Yeah, no, the prosecution would never offer immunity to a character unless they have something on them. That's just what it is. You get immunity or you go to jail. Which one you want to do?
Facts. That's why I kept saying the people who take immunity, they normally the snitch. That's a fact. Kelsey,
so then
and see,
hold on,
what's
wait.
crazy is
Hold
the
on.
fact that
So if
she,
I
hold on. The fact that
okay.
she took immunity so fast blows my mind. Like, they didn't raise a red flag to nobody, but at the end of the day, like Demon said, they wouldn't worry about none of that shit. They were trying to get Tory ass up out of here. That's a fact.
That's the only thing that they was
It-
worried
it-
about because they failed doing 21. They was trying to get 21 out the country. So since they couldn't get him out the country, they had to set an example for somebody else, anybody else that was famous that wasn't from here.
I mean, they did kind of make 21 an example because nigga did go to ISIS though, but Jay-Z and them kind of make them phone calls and boy ass got returned. That's a fact.
Yeah, I mean, he went to ISIS, but I mean, I was about to say, the whole we was in an uproar about it because it's like, bro, he got moved down this motherfucker. He ain't asked to be up here. You feel what I'm saying? So,
I mean,
that was the whole thing. Like, you know what I mean? Like, yo came down this motherfucker. He what, like 8
But I
years
don't think
old? Like, come on,
I
bro.
don't
Like,
agree
that was
that
cruddy.
I don't agree that every every person that gets immunity took part in some sort of crime. Because some people, if Tory Lanez, let's say Tory Lanez knows me,
Every person
and
who got
can I,
immunity ever is a
can I
fucking
finish?
snitch. Best to
Can I
believe it.
finish?
Go ahead. But that is true though.
All I'm saying is, if Tory Lanez came to me in confidence, because I'm his cousin or his bestie, whatever, and he said, um, I did this to this lady.
Mm.
And then at some point, they call me and they say, hey, Chanel, have you had a conversation with this person? And I say, hey, listen, I'm going to follow my attorney's advice and I will tell you what I know as long as I get immunity. I wasn't there, but I could tell you that, this is what he told me. But I want immunity from all of it. That person wasn't involved, but someone told her something.
A
They
snitch,
told me something, and now I'm involved,
you're
so
a
I can
snitch.
get immunity.
You're a snitch.
No,
Snitch.
no, but
Chanel,
I'm
you
saying
just talking. You
y'all
just
were
talking at
saying
this point.
that
No,
the
you just
only way you're
talking.
getting immunity is if you were involved in some way. Because isn't that what the other guy was saying? They
No,
must have
Chanel.
committed a crime
The
to get
thing,
immunity.
the thing is, right? You're just talking because the person who got immunity was actually the person who committed the actual crime. That's what I'm trying to tell you. You're just talking at this point.
A lot of people we have seen
Yeah, let me
cases with
give you an example, right?
the
So
Diddy.
during the BMF trial that took place in all 50 states, because they had shit in all 50 states. The Flannery brothers were not getting along, Terry and Meach, and the prosecution tried to get Terry to snitch on Meach because Terry was caught on wiretaps and they had absolutely nothing on Demetrius, but they had suspicions that he was the head of the BMF family. Neither one of them ended up snitching on each other, and neither one of them took immunity. As we know, they both went to jail. It was a white woman by the name of Tammy Cowens, who
Yes,
famously
sir.
50 Cent is using now against the Flannery brothers. She was actually one of Big Meech's friends. She took immunity
Mhm.
because she actually had participated in some of the actions that would have got her arrested on that RICO case. But she was granted immunity because she told everything that she was a part of, and that was a part of the reason why Big Meech and Terry was sentenced to almost 30 years in prison.
Right. See what I'm saying? So
Because
normally
they kept
people
their mouth shut and they was damn sure about to get out before
And
she
just to
started
add
opening up
context
her
to that,
goddamn
Big
mouth.
Meech literally beat a murder trial today. I mean, Drip was talking about that the other day. I can't remember her name right now, Drip, but it was the young lady that got shot with her boyfriend in the apartment. They
I know
charged Big Meech with that murder because the man that the girl boyfriend was allegedly a snitch. He was allegedly a state witness, and him and his girlfriend was shot. They charged Big Meech with that. Like Trey said, Big Meech was quiet for the whole I think 8 months he was in jail. He walked away free on that, but
Mhm.
because this woman took an immunity plea, they got everything they needed. He was arrested directly like 2 weeks after that at his house. That's a
So
fact.
I'm saying people that got immunity normally has did some type of engagement with this person during that goddamn crime. That's a fact. Like
They
immunity.
did. They did something. I was about to say either they did something or they was the actual fucking culprit.
That's,
That's what people don't be understanding about immunity. Immunity don't mean that you just was the one that was next to the motherfucker doing it. No, the motherfucker who actually did it could get immunity, and the motherfucker that was standing next to you get your fucking time that you supposed to get.
is a fact. We've seen that too. Real time. So that's why people that get immunity normally can have their way. Look at look at how Kelsey was answering the questions when goddamn she was up there. Just short and sweet. Short. She wasn't elaborating on shit because she knew if she started elaborating, her ass was gonna be caught up. And they
So,
made sure she was protected.
so the consensus is that Tory Lanez got railroaded and he shouldn't be in jail.
And who said that, man?
No, I'm
Ain't nobody
asking.
said
I'm
nothing. No,
asking. I'm
He
asking because
no.
railroaded
I.
himself.
Like
Yeah, he
Shit,
railroaded
I
himself.
said it. I said it. Fuck it. He did get railroaded. He
yeah,
shouldn't
you're
be in
real.
goddamn jail. Fuck is you talking about?
That nigga
Yeah.
had all rights to
Yeah.
not bother making it all like they or you was at home
But
free.
he
So
did it to himself, right? Like think about it like this. Like I was just talking about BMF, right? Drip. They get indicted in Atlanta, right? What do Meech do? He go to Miami. He put a billboard say the world is ours.
mm,
You y'all did it to yourselves, bro. You know what I'm saying? Getting caught up on wiretaps and all that shit. You
the
can't really
bullshit.
blame the snitches because they got y'all on wiretaps. It is what it is. You did it to yourself.
Yeah, that's facts though. That's fact though. Telling you, that be the bullshit right there.
I was
Niggas
about, I was
rat on
about to.
themselves.
They
Go
came
ahead.
up with the goddamn phones, and I ain't know how to act. You heard me?
Through.
But that's
Done.
just how gangsters move. Like that's how people move. And Tory, he definitely a thug. If he not nothing else, you know what I'm saying? And it happens to everybody. Like in Detroit, Drip, there's a gangster that he dead now. His name is Blake Icewood. He like niggas Detroit. They love him like how niggas love Tupac or how niggas love Biggie in New York. You feel me? But after he got shot 7 times with an AK in front of his family, Drip, while still in a wheelchair, Drip, he
Oh,
made a diss record saying, "Hey niggas, I'm still alive. Whole ass niggas, come and get me. Ride on
mm,
me. If y'all really about that shit." Guess what
mm,
happened?
old.
He went to his car wash, and guess what happened? They rode
Mm.
on him, and he's dead now.
That's
So, you know what
crazy.
I'm saying? And I love Blade, but at the end of the day, that's just the facts. He was talking that crazy shit after they already shot, bro, 7 times with a K in front of his family. Come on
That's
now.
wild. Yeah. I ain't gonna lie, you ask for bullshit when you do some dumb shit
Bro,
like that. You
I
ask
was
for that
about to
shit.
say, but no, I was about to say, bro, it's not even that, bro. Niggas' minds be so fucked up, right? Because my uncle was the same fucking way. Like, you feel what I'm saying? Like he got shot. Nigga was in the hospital. The first thing he said when he woke up was, "I'm gonna get them bitch ass niggas." Swear to
Mm.
God.
Yeah. You got niggas that's real loud gangsters that think like that, but be delusional as fuck. But I mean, shit happens, and you know, it happened to the best of us. A lot of times when people get shot and brought to the hospital, they normally shut the hospital down. That's a fact because they know they
Ever see the
9 times
clip?
out of 10
I ain't gonna
finish.
say no names. Drip, you know who I'm talking about. You ever see the clip of the bald nigga from the Manosphere and the president?
Oh
And
yeah.
the bald nigga was like, "Hey, president, if I got shot in your hood, would you call the police?" He was like, "Hell no, that's snitching."
Right. I died laughing at that bullshit. I'm like, this
That
nigga
nigga
said,
said, "If I was bleeding out, you wouldn't call the police?" He said,
oh,
"No, that's
yeah,
snitching. We gotta take you to the hospital, or you gonna die."
yeah. Hey, a lot of niggas will drive to the hospital and kick their people out the car and drive off. That's a fact, bruh.
Oh yeah, that's a
Because
super fact.
that's a fact. Like, but see, a lot of people ain't never witnessed no shit like this. So,
Drop your
I
ass
got
right off at the
to
goddamn
do
emergency
that right now.
door.
But
You heard me? Don't
yeah,
even get out the car with you. Just
don't even
slide
get
you
out.
on up out of that bitch.
Get you out of there. Yep, that's a fact. Because they know questioning coming, the laws are coming. And they normally shut down the hospitals when anybody coming there with that type of shit going on.
You not trying to be on camera. You getting rid of that fucking car that you came. Yeah, hell yeah. What?
Your ass is done.
Oh God.
You through for sure. So, it's a lot of different, protocol allegedly for that bullshit. But yeah, man, that's crazy, man. Because matter of fact, I think nah, no, they didn't. No, they didn't. No, they didn't. Yeah, Tory has put himself in that situation, bro, because you were scot free at home, man, and you taunting her with motherfucking songs and you putting pictures of horseshoes up and shit, bro. Like,
Popping
He
up
should
horse
have.
legs
He
and
should have.
shit, bro. What's
yeah,
wrong with
like
you?
what eggs and Bigfoot. I'm like, bro, what the fuck is this nigga doing?
Bro,
Oh
he
Like,
should
yeah,
have.
man,
that's another thing that messed him up when he had Nicki Minaj vouch for him. That wasn't a
yeah,
good look, bro. Because, and I love Nicki. I still consider Nicki the best rapper, female rapper of all time. Me
yeah,
personally, but
She
yeah,
got to be, bro. She got to be.
she put too much work in not to be, bro. But when she married my man's and he got that shit on the paperwork about that, I don't even want to say it on drip shit. Y'all know
yeah,
what I'm
yeah.
talking about. You feel me? It's like that shit wasn't a good look for Tory because it made it look like he aligned himself with predators and shit. You feel me?
Fact. That's a
Keep
big
it a
fact.
hundred.
Yeah, that was wild.
And I got
That's
mad love for Nicki, but that's just the facts.
yeah. Her dude definitely got
And
that
we
shit
know
on.
who her husband is.
He got that
So
shit on him. So,
I
Yeah,
was
he
about to
he he a
say.
real street New York nigga. That's a fact.
But
see,
basically,
real
what we saying is he really innocent. You feel what I'm
t-
saying? But the whole thing about it is he not innocent because he ain't from here. So it is what it is. He should have took his ass to Canada and stayed there. That's what
he
he should
should
have
have
did.
shut the fuck up. That's what he should have did, church. Right, that nigga put
I ain't
himself
going to
in
sit
a
there and
fucked
lie to
up
you, bro.
position.
If he'd have took his ass to Canada and start trolling her, you feel what I'm saying? Shit, he ain't commit no murder or nothing. They wasn't about to cross the border to go get his ass.
Bro,
I
they
learned
went and
that
got
lesson too, Drip. Drip, how many subscribers I had, how much more money I had, bro, if I had just learned to shut the fuck up sometime and not respond to shit.
Look,
bro.
everybody has to
Oh
learn
no,
that shit.
I agree.
Everybody has
But I'm just saying, you know,
to.
everybody troll, and then you can't really. I was about to say, bro, you know how niggas be when they be, you feel what I'm saying, messing with chicks, especially when it's, you feel what I'm saying, not serious and shit like that, man.
If you
Niggas
just
be
pull a gun on her,
trolling.
that's not trolling. That's more of
He
like,
ain't pull a gun on
nah,
her.
no. I'm
Kelsey
just
pulled the gun on
listen
her.
to me, listen to me. I'm just saying the situation, period. You know, bro, you just got out of jail for it. Kelsey didn't go to jail. You went to jail.
Yeah, Trey, think about it like this. Like, think about when Pac got shot and Biggie made that "Who shot your" shit. That shit pissed niggas off. And he didn't even say Pac name in it, but the timing and all of that shit, everything that just happened at Quad Studios, that's why Pac came back out with that "Hit 'em up," and that
Hit
shit
him up.
damn near that shit damn near is the reason why both of them niggas dead, bro.
That's
Fact.
literally
I
the
believe
reason why both of them niggas did. That right there is the exact reason why both of them niggas is dead.
yeah.
Because it was a whole bunch of he say, she say bullshit that happened in the
I
goddamn
agree,
streets that
bro. I
always
agree.
happen.
I mean,
That's
but that's what
exactly
I'm
why
saying
niggas
though.
die every day. He say,
Nah,
she
but
say.
listen to me though, Trey. The nigga got out of jail, and your lawyer's telling you to chill. Do not touch the internet, social media.
But we got hard
You
headed
get
niggas out here.
nah, Trey. All that hard
Nah,
headed
that
shit.
nigga drip right on this one.
No,
No, bro.
he absolutely right. But I'm saying no,
But I'm
you
saying all that
absolutely had
hard
a
headed
hard,
shit. Nah, Trey.
yeah.
That shit go out the window, bro. When you finna get accused of assault with a goddamn weapon, bro. That shit hit different. Now,
And you're
fuck
not from this country?
yeah, you see what I'm saying? So that shit should have put him on ice. Like, shut nigga, go hide somewhere.
Hey,
But that
drip.
boy,
Even Diddy told Biggie, bro, don't play that song, don't drop that song, bro. That song gonna put us in more heat than we low key already in.
he dropped that motherfucker too.
And he dropped it anyway, so I don't give a fuck. Fuck it.
Yep. He
That's
said he
Same
because
thing
fucked.
he
NWA did in Detroit when they played "Fuck the Police."
Came
Despite
in.
getting a warning from Detroit police, hey, if you play this
Mhm.
song, we gonna not only we gonna shut the concert down, we gonna fuck y'all up.
They whooped their ass and took them off
They whoop
stage, dragged
their
them back.
ass.
That's for sure. Beat their ass and everything for shit show. And I'm telling you, bro, that's what's wild. That's what's wild about it. Like, if you under that type of allegation, bro, ain't nowhere in here you can't control yourself.
But that's what I'm saying, though, bro. We are not famous, bro. We don't have that type of. See, that's the thing, right? And a lot of people don't be understanding sometimes, bro. Tory
Yeah.
Lanez was probably a nobody before he got famous.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? So then, when you for real, bro, that shit be getting to people head, bro. You feel what I'm saying? People want to know what's going on, and you
Nah,
can't
Tory
help
Lanez had
yourself.
beef with Drake. He
I'm
had
gonna put
beef
on
with
the
Drake.
record that nigga Tory is extremely talented, bro. He the only nigga I've ever saw outside of Nipsey Hussle make money outside of. I mean, not matter of fact, no. Young Dolph did it too. Them niggas they be going independent. They be fucking the industry up, drip. You feel me? I know you know about Tory Lanez selling
Bro,
his album as an NFT,
I
and
used to
he
listen to all that shit, bro. All the
Yeah,
goddamn
Tory
panel
Lanez go hard. I
shit,
ain't gonna
all
hold
that
you.
shit.
yeah, that nigga talented, cuz, and he's
Tory
smart, low
Lanez,
key.
yeah.
He can sing too. He can sing like really
Mm-hmm.
serenade your motherfucking man. Like that boy can sing to your beats, like all that type of shit. Yeah. Tell you, the nigga Tory is a fool. He been a fool. The nigga told Drake, nigga, I don't like McDonald's. Nigga, I ain't no small fry. Drake
I
did
know
not
you
respect
remember when he pressed Travis Scott in person.
that too. Come on, Damon, bro. Why
He
you gotta
pressed
bring
that
him up?
nigga on some gangster shit by himself.
See how that boy Demon do drip? That's fucked up. He gonna bring up Travis Scott. Knowing that nigga from my city, he gonna just fucking drip. Yeah, he punked that nigga. He did punk him though. Fuck. He punked the shit out of that nigga over Kylie. And that's your baby mama.
Yeah,
I
bro,
ain't
that
letting
was I
you
ain't gonna
pull
lie,
that.
that was crazy. I ain't letting
I
no
ain't,
Canadian nigga pull my card. That's a
man,
fact.
I ain't letting no nigga pull my motherfucking car. That nigga Tory in there. Tory was like, nah, nigga, close the door. Nigga, we finna catch a fade. That nigga Travis like, nah, I'm good. I'm like, what?
But see, Drip, I feel better about it if it's Jay Prince from your hood. If it's Rap a Lock and they come and say, "Hey, girl, shut that shit down," I might shut that shit down.
Shit down. You gonna shut that shit down. Them niggas coming in a different type of way, bro.
Yeah,
South by Southwest, them niggas walk down the street 200 deep every year. Black Rap-A Lot shirts, and guess what? I dare you to get in the way. I ain't bullshit. I ain't trying to vouch because I don't even like that type of shit. That shit's some bullying shit. But I dare you to get in them niggas' way, bro.
yeah, them niggas different down there.
You done. I'm talking about Boy, look, play if you want to with them niggas. Them little young niggas ready to crash out. Because guess what? Everybody want to be top dog. Everybody want to be next to the real J Prince, not the sons. And Jazz ain't even like that. He chilling. He on some money.
Yeah, his son just getting money chilling.
Yeah, Jazz be chilling, but that Junior, that's a crash shot. Super crash shot. This nigga think he a pimp. I don't know. Why would you think that, sir? You're spoiled, rotten, my nigga. Like,
Bro,
you
that's
are.
why he think that, bro. Come on, bro. Sometimes you feel I'm saying that the apple don't fall too far from the tree, whether you grew up in the county, rich or not. You feel I'm saying? Sometimes that shit just go right over top of the goddamn head, bro. Especially, I was about to say, especially, bro. You gotta think about it, bro. When you getting that type of money, bro, you think that you gonna have your kids out here not know how to defend themselves?
No, but see, this is the thing, Trey. Bro, been slapped before 2-3 times by other big name niggas in the city.
Oh no, hell no. I was about to say, I don't give a fuck who you is.
Go tell
you
your dad.
Slapping me.
I'm just saying,
no, you ain't slapping me. See, I ain't know all that.
But him, like J Prince Jr. and Supreme Jr., both of them niggas the same. You feel me? Like them niggas really got crazy egos. But I mean, only certain niggas can get away with smacking them niggas too, Drip. We gotta acknowledge that.
Blunt definitely was one of them niggas. Like Blunt name run like rap a lot too. He ain't got the power, but he definitely got the like the goddamn me boots on the ground ass niggas that's gonna ride for them niggas. That's for sure. But his power don't stretch like Prince though. And I'm talking about slap the dog.
Same thing with Supreme now. Nobody really like his dad really like was that nigga, but now, you know what I'm saying, when people see McGriff, they don't really give bro that credit no more, you know what I'm saying? But his people really was holding shit down in New York for a long time.
Yeah. Oh, you talking about the Supreme with the okay, so that's why Jay Prince and Supreme did some deals. Okay, baby.
Yeah, the Supreme team, them niggas was really running shit, bro. McGriff, I ain't gonna be like outside of Nicky Barnes and you know what I'm saying, Bumpy Johnson, them like New York niggas, the OGs, that nigga really was out here putting in work, bro. You feel me? Keeping it 1,000 with you. He was the freshest nigga I've ever seen in New York ever.
Damn.
Ever.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. Them boys are goddamn Supreme definitely doing. I'm talking about any gangster family can link up with Nike. Yeah, you in the dough.
I'm about to say, them niggas wildin', bro. That Supreme line crazy. I got them Supreme Air Force Ones too.
I remember you showing them hoes. Yeah, them hoes. I ain't gonna lie. Supreme big in Houston. Them goddamn t-shirts and shit. Them some bitches is huge in Houston.
That shit too expensive now. I might as well go buy Burberry or some shit.
It's high. But you know, I mean, them niggas think they, Burberry and shit. That's what it is. Let's see. Damn, what I had pulled. Okay, here we go. Let's see. Let's watch it.
And he from your hood too, Charleston? And he from Texas?
Dallas, hell yeah. Let me pull up this other one whack because Charleston ain't doing nothing but talking shit. Hold on. Let me kind of break this shit down a little bit. Unbiasedly kind of.
Hey Drip, was you there that day when I showed the video of me, Charleston and Jay Prince on Anton channel?
I seen the one. Oh yeah. I was there. Yeah, we were showing that shit with JP and
Buddy be wild. That's all I'm gonna say. I'm gonna go on mute. That nigga wild. Charleston crazy.
Wow, yeah. Boy, that was a wild day. I ain't gonna hold you. It was a lot of power shit going on that day. So, hold on. Let me bring up this video. Whack. Let me see. Yeah, we'll step up out of here. Whack. Okay, here we go. Hold on. Is this the one I'm looking for right here? Okay, yeah. This is right here. Damn, is this the one right here? Make sure this is the one. All right, this is great. Okay, here we go. Oh, shit. All right. Let's see.
Let's receive another update on Tory Lanez's health condition. And we also have gotten another story on what happened behind that Mexican assaulting Tory Lanez. So make sure you hit that like button. I need a quick 500 likes. But this altercation with Tory Lanez keeps getting crazier and crazier. First, let's talk about Tory Lanez's health update. It's been reported that Tory Lanez is back breathing on his own. And early yesterday, he was sent back to prison from the hospital. Crazy, you get poked up 14 times. Was in critical condition on breathing machines. And less than a week later, you got to go right back to prison. Cold game. But I have to give it to Whack 100. He definitely been on Tory Lanez's side the whole time since day one. And on the heels of the security guard revealing that Tory Lanez never had or fired a blower and admitting it was Kelsey, I came across a clip where back in 2023, back when Hunter revealed that it was Kelsey who accidentally popped Megan Thee Stallion the whole time.
Tory Lanez got 10 years.
Justice has been served.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Tory's innocent.
What up,
You
Jay?
lied to me, whack.
Tory's innocent.
He's guilty as the day is long.
Oh, he didn't do that.
They shot that in the foot.
He'd be home in 2 years.
2 years? Oh, that would be a travesty of justice. They're never letting him back in this country.
They gave him 10. 4 of it was a gun enhancement. He gonna beat that gun enhancement on appeal.
Okay, whatever you say.
I leave him with 6.
I'm not a lawyer. I just know.
How?
I mean, you have to really basically involve yourself in a conspiracy theory to say that he's not guilty. Who else shot her? Who do you think shot her?
Kelsey.
Really?
Accidental, straight struggling for the gun, yeah.
You hear that phone call with
That
Tory?
was their gun. They told you they packed it.
The jail phone call where Tory's talking to Kelsey.
He said he was sorry that any of this happened. He's not talking about shooting. He talking about that he even got love triangle.
You listen to that conversation and you tell me that
Reese say, I'm gonna need some proof to show he was stabbed, man. Look, a lot of people saying that shit. That's what made me kind of weary about it. I ain't gonna hold you. Like, that's weird because they were saying he was in one hospital, then he said he was in another one, allegedly. Man, that's crazy work. I don't know if they not trying to say where he at for real for his safety, because like I say, people will definitely come back and finish the job. Shashi says she don't think it was stabbed. First of all, I'm trying to figure out how did this life sentence person get next to Tory? That's what I want to know, straight up. Because California not putting Tory in PC. I don't see that. I don't see that. I do not see that. How did this essay get that close to Lil Tory, bro, in the fucking jail? And he's serving a life sentence. They don't even put them folks together like that. And I know he not no goddamn
It do all depends on where they got him at. Because I was about to say prison.
Bro, he ain't in, come on, Trey. He not in popular generation, bro. This is Tory Lanez. He's an immigrant. They not putting him with the regular folks, bro. They damn sure not putting him with nobody who got a life sentence for murder. Bro,
I was about to say, man, they be fucked up in there. You never know.
Okay, so look, for the folks who ain't never been in jail, let me just break this shit down. Okay. When you go to jail, you have to fill out a questionnaire, bro, of what you've done and what you are afraid of. This is a fact. If you say you are GAY or anything like that, or you go by the other gender, they're putting you separate. That's a fact, because it's a tank full of them too. Then you got a tank where it's the little young wild niggas that's crashing out who got assault, premeditated, all kind of bullshit. Okay, cool. I'm scared of them niggas. They're going to take you out of there too. Then they got the murderers. They definitely not putting you with them. People got life sentences. You are immigrant. You are separated, bro. Even if he asked to be in PC, they know who Tory Lanez is. They know he going to cause a lot of riffraff on the goddamn board. Like, the whole flow going to go up in uproar if Tory Lanez walking up. Everybody trying to fight the nigga. Everybody trying to whoop just because. That's how that shit go. They not finna put Tory Lanez, bro. Only person I've ever seen going PC is C Murder and Boosie. And Boosie wasn't even there long. That's a fact. Name another rapper. Nigga, Diddy not even in PC. No way. They know who them niggas is, bro. I'm telling you, them niggas not going to general population, bro. That's not what's going on. Them niggas gonna be in private, goddamn. I mean, not. Yeah, they gonna be in private, goddamn custody where they in like a room. Now, some people will tell you, yeah, I ain't want to do, you know what I'm saying, general pop because, I mean, you know, I ain't want to do protective custody because it's boring and you in that motherfucker for like the whole time, one room. Nobody else in that motherfucker with you. Nobody. General pop, everybody's man for themselves. You think they finna put Lil Tory in general population, bro? That shit would hit the news. That shit would have hit the news. So the way that this guy got to him, I mean, I don't, like somebody dropped the ball or either that was an inside job. Because believe it or not, nowadays, the guards, they get ran too. Somebody know where their mama live. Somebody know where their daddy live. So guess what they gonna do? Let him have his way. If you don't let this shit go on, nigga, we going to your mama house tomorrow. Them niggas be dead ass serious. And them guards don't want that type of smoke.
He's not acknowledged.
So you got to know what time it is. So with that being said, nah, they not putting Tory in protect. I mean, in goddamn general population, he's in protective custody. So I think somebody dropped the ball. She said Chalk say definitely losing 14 times. I don't know. I ain't seen him badged up, none of that shit. But you get hit 14 times all across your body like that. Shit, I don't know niggas making it like that. You got stabbed in the head, the face, all that shit too. Man, that's crazy. He asked not to be in protective custody, man. But did they put him in protective custody?
Asked to be in protective custody.
Oh, he asked. Oh, okay. Yeah. I'm telling you, like they gonna let you have it too, because that questionnaire gonna definitely tell them where you need to be and what floor you need to be on. That's a fact.
You see where they started to go? Not the GoFundMe, but what's the other one for Buddy?
Who?
Yeah,
Because
the
you know how they
go. Yeah.
they have the other one. They started another one. Megan Thee Stallion fans started a GoFundMe for him under the other platform to raise money for him.
For who? Tory?
No, for the guy, the Mexican guy that stabbed him. They're calling him a hero, and they're saying that he should be free. And I'm like, this is a grown man that was dating a teenager and shot her in the face, which is why he's in prison. And they're like, free him. And I was like, that's crazy. And they're raising money for him, saying that he did the Lord's work.
Welcome to America.
And I was just wondering, like, so if R. Kelly would have stabbed him up, would they be petitioning for R. Kelly to be freed? Let me stop. I'm just trolling. But yeah, I just thought that was interesting that they're raising money to help him out.
That shit crazy. But that old GoFundMe shit hit different when the motherfuckers really raising that money for your ass. And you look up and it's $1 million sitting there, motherfucker. That is crazy.
Yeah, that is
crazy, bro. But like when a nigga Zimmerman did that shit, bro, the goddamn company Bounty that make paper towels, what? They dropped that boy a few million. Stop playing. Took care of that home. I'm talking about took care of everything. I don't know. Like I say, I think they try not to put his whereabouts there because of the simple fact that they think somebody gonna come finish the job.
Did he not get? Did they like show some type of proof or something that he actually got stabbed or no?
Nope.
No hospital records or anything. Because they said like he had a collapsed lung or something, or I don't know what it is.
Pierced lung and all of those shit. Yeah, and see that's what I'm saying. How you have a pierced lung and you already breathing on your own? And Tory, big nigga, so you been stabbed 14 times, bro. Your ass should have been done. But you know, God is God, and you know people do make it through that type of shit. But you got stabbed in your head.
Yeah, that's weird. This whole thing is janky. That's why it's like I don't believe none of that. I'm not on nobody's side, to be honest. Like I don't believe it. It's just too much. It's what the math ain't mathing.
But see, that's what I'm saying. Like if
I
they
was
got,
about to say that's not like unheard of for real. Like getting stabbed 14 times and getting
I ain't say that.
Surviving. Like it's not. Oh yeah, I was about to say shit. I was about to say it all depends on, especially getting stabbed in your head. It really all depends on how long the knife is and how deep it actually went, because
that plays a big part too. You're right.
Yeah, I was about to say, and then another thing about getting stabbed too, that really depends on how much blood you lost and how fast they actually got you the way you need to go. Stabbings as far as 14 times is, you know what I'm saying, like it's not like a very high death rate unless the knife is dumbass long.
Stabbing period don't have a high death rate, but still 14 times is a lot of fucking times. And then where you're stabbed matters too. That's a fact.
I was about to say that's literally the main thing about it is about where you stab, not how many times you stab.
Because if you stab a nigga in the head like that, goddamn Rambo, your ass done. That's a fact, dude. But you know, hey, I don't know. We ain't got no proof though.
Yeah, but you know they be walking around with those little
shanks.
Those little 2-inch joints for real. They don't even really be long. They just be sharp as shit.
Man, that's enough.
Yeah.
Shicey say Tory lawyers are lying. I don't know if they trying to break this shit off on Megan or what. I don't know, but they better watch that GoFundMe shit because man, they try to. Hold on.
Crazy because till this day, we still have people that truly believe Tory actually popped mid. In my opinion, it's pretty obvious that he didn't. Now let's get to this recorded prison phone call where another Mexican claimed to have.
This is where he lost his rabbit ass mind right here, y'all. Watch this. Right here. Hold on. Let me go back. Where that part was. Oh, wait. Oh, I passed it. Hold on. Let me show you.
We just received another update on Tory Lanez's health condition, and we also have gotten another story on what happened behind that Mexican assaulting Tory Lanez. So make sure you hit that like button. I need a quick 500 likes. But this altercation with Tory Lanez keeps getting crazier and crazier. First, let's
right there is where this dumbass nigga lost his rabbit ass fucking mind. This is where he was when he did the goddamn song. If y'all really watched him when he did this shit, I remember this shit like it was yesterday. I'm in the room like, I know he ain't finna do what I think he finna do. Man, this nigga started putting up pictures of horses, horse legs, horse asses, Bigfoot, horseshoes, all kind of shit. I'm telling you. And when Bun B called that boy and disrespected the fuck out that nigga, oh my God, that was wild. That was because everybody from Texas was calling that nigga. Her water broke. It's time. Man, I'm so excited. Now I'm over here cheesing and shit. Yo, it's all right, little baby. Yo, I like that type of
we talk to her, it's gonna be a new little person here.
I'm finna run the registry up on it.
Time to celebrate, you heard me. Yes, sir.
Yes, indeed. Shout out to the demon, man. That
what
shit
demon, Omni?
Boy, God damn it. Shit.
What's happening?
Omni. Man, where the hell you been? I missed you a little bit, my boy. Where you been?
Focusing on my studies.
I feel you, my good sir. Well, I'm glad you're all right. You know, some people have disappeared, something happened or some shit. Crazy work. So, Shanique, I'm gonna need you to bring Omni up the correct.
My bad. Okay.
Please. And you through?
Put your hands together for my motherfucking friend.
Yes, Lord.
What up, though? What it is?
Lord. Yeah, Lord. Omni in the building. Man, what's going on, Omni? What you think about this shit?
Good?
With the whole Tory Lanez thing, bro. What you got to say about this shit?
I think people are very ignorant on Tory. Tory's not really convicted for shooting Meg. He's convicted because it was his weapon. Also, it was a bad move for him to be fucking both of those.
It be like that sometimes, man. Come on, man. We can't blame the man for doing that, man. Listen, if one like you, the other one like you, man. It always.
I mean, yeah, but you don't
like
have
that. It be like that, bro. Ain't nobody
perfect. Trey, shut up. Hold on.
Listen.
You don't have to act on everything at all times. Excess is killing us. You don't need. Look, I was just breaking this concept down to my wife. I was like, yo, a component of royalty, you know what I'm saying, if we want to call ourselves kings and queens out here, is what we decide to give our attention to, what we decide to entertain. When the king sits on his throne and he's delegating responsibilities and he's having audiences with his court and taking audiences from the townsfolk, the people within his kingdom, right? It's up to him to determine what he will and will not entertain. Right. You're not to entertain every woman that wants you. You're not to entertain every woman that's going to give you some. Because that's going to lead to a path of self-destruction.
Damn.
You know what I mean? So we're seeing this with Tory. We're clearly seeing this with Diddy, but Diddy is a whole he's the devil incarnate. Nobody can tell me nothing.
I was about to say, can you give me Tory age one more time?
Can I give you what?
Tory.
Can you give me Tory age one more time?
I don't know that nigga age. Shit.
I don't know. I don't know his age, but he's old enough. He should be old enough to understand that.
Somebody put up Tory age real quick. Yeah, my bad.
And if you fucking with two chicks leads you to a jail cell to get poked up, I'm sure he's learned the lesson now.
Oh no, for sure. He definitely
I'm sure
learned
he's
that.
learned the lesson.
He definitely learned that lesson. But listen,
But I'm saying some of us don't require getting stabbed 14 times in order to figure out that it was a bad idea.
So you mean to tell me? I mean, clearly nobody knew this was going to happen, right? That he was going to get stabbed. So you
ain't
saying
nobody know that he was going to get stabbed. Ain't nobody know that she was going to get shot.
Well, wait. So wait. You saying this came from? You know what?
What was the argument in the car about that led to Megan getting shot in the first place?
Fucking. He was acting freely with Kylie. She mad the motherfucker. And then that's when Kelsey found out that they was fucking.
That's what I'm saying.
But
because the one friend, if you don't have the foresight to understand that at some point, friends get into it, dog. Okay. I got homies that I get into it with.
Okay.
Friends are going to fight. They're going to test boundaries. That's what we do as human beings, right? So at some point, they're going to fight, as females do. They're going to get catty. And then whatever you know how females operate. Whatever ammunition she has in the chamber, she's going to let loose at the time she feels like she should.
Asked the nigga not to say nothing, no. Like, keep that shit quiet and I'm going to make sure you good. That's the type of vibe she was giving. Like, because black women do that shit. Like, they will definitely.
And his dumb ass wants to go and call them while they're under investigation, while they have the court, and he wants to apologize. He wants to make an ambiguous apology, which was enough for them to be like, "Oh, he's guilty of something." He feels like he.
No, see,
that's not what the court judged him on, but that's what
I'm saying, bro.
That's
like,
what
bro,
the court of public opinion is judging them on.
So basically, you sitting there saying, "Oh yeah, he deserved to be locked up because he was fucking on both of them." That's wild.
No. I'm saying he made too many missteps.
Well,
fucking on both of them was just one misstep, but the other misstep was that phone call that they have a recording of. That's why public sentiment is like, "Oh yeah, that nigga did something," when he never said out of his mouth that he did anything. It's just that what you feel guilty for, nigga.
That's true too. He didn't say he was sorry for what. He just said he was sorry for last night. That could have been because Kelsey found out that he was fucking both of them.
Exactly.
I don't really know. I don't think that. I think Tory would still be free if he wouldn't have said that. That's a fact. Because clearly Megan liked the little nigga. She liked his little ass, and you know that's a whole other story. Like I say, we know black women that really like guys. They will cut for them. They will definitely cut for them, and they will, try to save the day. Because at the end of the day, they probably gonna believe the black woman over that nigga anyway. That's for sure. But at the end of the day, Tory took it upon himself to go get. Did you see this picture right here? That's on the screen. This is when he got in the studio and lost his rabbit ass mind.
Right so how am I supposed to say that it like he did nothing wrong when he's doing all of this goofy? He's doing a bunch of extra shit.
Yeah, he did
turn around. He's double-minded, bro. Like he's doing a bunch of extra shit online, but want to apologize in quiet to them personally, bro.
Man, look, that shit bad for blood with that phone call, because that phone call wasn't supposed to be in the court or some shit like that, they said. But the fact that he called, that definitely shows guilt. Cool, we understand that. Before and then, bro, you got out of jail, bro, and then your lawyers told your ass, don't get on the social media for the 5th time.
And
bro.
I told you that my brother, one of my older brothers, they're actually, he's retired now. He's a retired defense attorney out of Sacramento.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. The number one thing he said, he had to get out the game because of social media. Because all these niggas is doing a whole bunch of extra shit on social media. Niggas don't know how to shut the fuck up.
What I just said, bro, should have shut the fuck up, bro. Like, she saved you, my nigga. You probably could have still hit that and everything. And you get your little ass on this bitch and could not control yourself for nothing, bro. You had to put it out there. And your lawyer and them told you to chill. I don't know why niggas think they more powerful than the goddamn me program.
So even if they lied, the line would have been caught at a certain point in time. Because
Well, I mean, Megan did do some lying. Like, she lied to Gail, and I think was it another online interview saying that, she never was sleeping with Tori. Another one was she had stepped on
right,
some shit like that. But she was
right.
trying to cover for the nigga.
But if they would have just let the lies be revealed instead of him doing all this extra goofy stuff, if he would have said absolutely nothing, the lies would have been exposed eventually by the court process, and he would be out today. But because he want to be goofy and he want to do a bunch of extra shit, you get poked up 14 times in prison.
Boy, that's wild. Nah, crazy women in the chat. I know Gail ain't the goddamn courts. No, I'm saying that's what they were trying to hold her accountable for lying to Gail. We definitely know Gail ain't the judge and shit like that. Now, we know that. That's just the part that they said that, she was lying or whatever. But now, court, yeah, you're right.
But if you lie over something small, you'll lie over something big. I don't give a damn what you say.
Yeah, but I mean, at the end of the day, though, like, Megan is a Houston broad, bro, from the streets, my nigga. She know what that shit mean, I think, bro. Like, and she tried to do him a solid by saving them. I really think so, because she really liked LaToya. Like, no bullshit. She really liked that nigga, bro, and she lied to them folks for that nigga. Now, the Gayle King shit, something totally different, but to the police and all that, that's what matters. Fuck
I
Gayle.
mean, it's to show whether or not in the court it would show whether or not there was any romantic involvement, and that would muddy the waters of the case against Tory. Because if there was romantic involvement, then we can see why the two women are fighting. Two women are fighting
on national TV.
Yo, get the fuck. All right, no, now, no. We are not about to do this. No.
Oh my God, bro.
So the fact that two other people are fighting, right, mean that you deserve to get locked up for.
No, I'm saying it would have turned the case, because if those two people were fighting over you, and then it would be easy to extrapolate the story that bro, you don't even know what the fuck. Tell me what I'm about to say, my nigga. Go ahead. Tell me what I'm about to say.
It don't matter what they fighting over.
No, tell me what the point of what I was about to say is because you won't even let me get it out. You know what I'm about to say better than I do, so you tell me. You gotta
let everybody get their shit out. Go ahead, Omni. Go ahead. You got
it. What I'm saying is that the story of the girls fighting, it would be easy to extrapolate the story that the girls were fighting over Tory. One of them gets their hands on the gun, and then the other girl that's not Megan was busting at Megan in a fit of rage. It would be easy to come up with that story had they gone down the romantic involvement route. But because they didn't, because that was never addressed, because that story was never presented,
right?
They were just able to say, "Oh, crazy foreign nigga with a gun came over here and did something to a couple of women."
Yeah, so if
you just let the lies be told and keep you cool, everything will get worked out.
That's what I said. He wouldn't even never been there if he would have kept his cool. Megan was defending the nigga. She lied to him because of Tory, bro. Crazy. She didn't want him to go down. That's a fact. Some women do that. A lot of women, well, I ain't gonna say a lot, but some women do that shit. The ones that I've seen that like they nigga, who in love with they nigga, they will definitely fend for him and tell him some shit like, nah, he wasn't there, which is the right thing to do if that's your man and y'all bonded in. But Tory don't know how to control his motherfucking emotions, and he want to Jones and cap and rap and make songs and make videos and everything about Megan. Talking about the doctor lied and all kind of shit, bro. Do you think she finna let that shit ride? So then she came out and said, what? Yeah, nigga, you shot me. And guess what? A day or two later, Tory was back in jail. The fuck? It's time to
But
get to it.
I'm just saying, right? Like y'all
Come on.
just basically saying like it's all good to go ahead and get, you feel what I'm saying, convicted over something that you didn't do just because you trolled. Like, stop it.
I don't
No
know.
one's saying that it's good for anybody that didn't actually commit a crime to be locked up. That's not what we're saying. We saying it's your fault for taking a bad situation and making it worse on
Yes.
yourself.
Yes, bro.
You
Yes.
made
It's
he made
worse.
it bad for himself.
You made it worse, bro. Damn. All you had to do is shut up. She
That's it.
lied
That's all he
for
had to
you,
do.
my nigga. Why would you do that? That's what I'm saying. If she lied for you to save your goddamn future goddamn me endeavors, why would you get on here and talk about her?
Because we were just on the phone 5 hours ago
Get
and
the
she
fuck out of here,
trolling
Trey.
me.
Fuck out of here.
This
Listen,
nigga ain't
that's
shit.
exactly how I go, bro. We were just on the phone like 5 hours ago. She was just in my ass trolling me for real. You know what? I got a message for you. Fuck this. You want to
Nah.
troll me? I'm gonna troll you back. You feel
Yeah,
me?
but now the
That's how
trolling got
it
you
is,
locked
bro.
up though.
Like, bro, come
Then what?
on, bro. Like,
Now you locked up and poked up 14 times because you wanted to be
bro.
what you wanted to be. You wanted to match energy with a female.
Yeah, that's wild. That is wild. Like you should have stayed your little ass at the motherfucking comments off the internet like your fucking lawyer told you to, bro. What the hell?
He
You
should have
wouldn't
trolled
get in
it
this
back
shit.
on the phone. I agree, he should have trolled it back on the phone, but he had more fun that way. I ain't having fun no
Yeah,
more.
Nas ass in jail
Yeah,
because
he had.
uh
You hear yourself?
goddamn
I'm sure he had fun getting poked up 14 times too.
No, I said now
I know.
he ain't
I
having
ain't
fun
doing.
no more at all.
that's what
That's
I'm
I ain't
the
doing.
saying.
button, man.
Like, bro, how smart? Come on, bro. Like in the land of the serve, goddamn, ain't nigga, if a woman fend for you, nigga, you best be shutting the fuck up. Ain't no other way around it. Ain't no other way around it, bro. They do that type of shit, bro. That mean they like you. Or it's something about you that's really intriguing, my nigga, to where they want to look out for you.
I'm
Nigga,
not
they lied to the
saying
popos, bro. That's big.
Like Trey, you can say whatever you want.
I'm not saying
The end
man.
result of his actions and how he handled the case was getting stabbed up 14 times.
Mm-hmm.
Man, listen,
What you?
man, listen, I was
I
about to
mean,
that was his end result for real. But at the end of the day, you can't sit there and blame man sitting there
Bro, I can
trolling
deal with
back.
this nigga
Man,
right now,
that's all
bro.
I'm
I'm
saying.
gonna have to do it.
Like ain't like he went on there and talked about the kid
Oh
and
shit.
like and he just start trolling.
I could talk about what should have happened, what shouldn't have happened all day. What actually happened was
He
him
ain't go
trolling,
on there and
going to
talk about
jail,
the
and
kid.
then he got stabbed 14 times.
He ain't
yeah,
go
because
on there
I'm
and
finna
talk
say he was the main one talking all that trash. Like, yeah, because I ain't no snitch. Okay, well, now you stabbed up.
And it's not, and this is what motherfuckers don't understand about snitching. When something happens to you, it's not snitching. When you're involved in a bad situation, the only time snitching applies is when y'all were trying to plan and try to do a crime together. Y'all had a plan to do a crime together.
Mm.
Like y'all planned to do a crime together, the shit didn't work out, and now you don't want to take accountability for your part in the shit.
Mm-mm. Mm-mm. God damn, boy, I tell you. That shit wild as fuck. Shout out to Tory Lanez showing niggas how to be good niggas.
man. Basically, all I heard was main man should be he deserved it where he at because he was slanging trolling. That's it. That's all I basically heard for real, for real. Like
I'm not gonna say he deserved it, but I'm just gonna say that's what comes with the territory. I mean, you want to sell drugs, you can't be surprised with somebody if you end up dead or in jail.
he
Like, you know,
ain't shoot
you go
nobody.
to jail. You go to jail. You go. You know,
He ain't
expect to
shoot
end up in
nobody.
fights.
So now, right? So now what we saying is, all right. So he ain't shoot nobody, right? But just because he was fucking both of them.
So
He
why?
deserved to be
Let
in
me ask you this, Trey. Why did
jail.
they have to
Right.
find out that they were fucking the same nigga through it? Like if it was completely cool, right, and they weren't supposed to react at all, and females are usually cool with fucking the same nigga. Why wasn't he just open and flagrant about this shit as opposed to being secretive and letting the girls get into a fight when they found out about it? Damn.
Listen, because niggas be stupid sometimes. But I mean, listen. Just because my man was being stupid as far as slanging a dick, don't mean that he deserved to be fucking locked up. That's all I'm.
No one said that he deserved to be fucked up, be fucking locked up behind it. But
Self-inflicted drama.
we can see that he orchestrated this event on his own. Like he did certain
He ain't
things.
orchestrate.
Yes, he
Nobody
did.
to shoot nobody.
Unwittingly, he orchestrated this
He
upon
didn't
himself.
grab the gun and shoot her.
Man.
He didn't orchestrate that.
Oh no, man.
Stop it.
That's called orchestrating.
This is wild. This is wild.
You got two emotionally charged women with you. You fucking them both secretly, and then they find out about the shit. What you think is?
Oh, it's hell. It's hell.
I mean, I know what's going down. You feel me?
Right.
But the thing is, right, that don't mean
Right.
they deserve to be in jail because they decided to start fighting, right?
Oh
I mean,
my God.
They decided to start fighting.
No, because this real personal for me, and I really feel some type of way about this shit. Right? No, right? No, I'm not trolling. I'm dead ass serious. Right? No, because I really feel some type of way about this, right? Because I got suspended, right, in 9th grade. I remember it like it was yesterday, right? I wasn't in at school at the time, but just because I want to be messing with two different people for real, mind you, I'm single to the motherfucker. I ain't got no girlfriend. I just know I like you, and I like you. I'm spending a little bit of time with you. I'm spending a little bit of time with you. I ain't got no title, no nothing. Man, they get to fighting. I get to going to school the next day. Now I'm suspended. Why? Because they was fighting over. I had shit to do. I didn't even know they was fighting. Like that's bullshit. That is bullshit. I stand on it. Fuck that. No.
Was you in the middle of them fighting?
Not at all. I mean, I probably was the main reason.
Corey was in the middle of them fighting. He was in the car with him. It was his gun that provided them with the ability for one to shoot the other.
Man, listen, that's the Phil. It don't mean they should be fucking in jail for it or have any type of fucking repercussions because he just wanted to, beat him.
If his gun wasn't in the car with him, would Megan's foot get shot?
Listen.
It's his property.
It's what it is. The gun wasn't meant for her to pick up. It wasn't her gun.
I know, but she did. She hit the immunity deal. See, this is what I'm saying. Kelsey hit the immunity deal after she shot Megan, right? But it was Tory's gun, so he has to sit down for the fact that it was his gun used to commit the crime.
Yeah, that's bullshit.
It is bullshit. But you know what else is bullshit? That he wouldn't say nothing in his defense while Kelsey over there sitting with immunity telling all.
Yeah, that's actually bullshit.
So why wasn't he saying nothing? Nigga, you don't have an immunity deal. You need to speak up for your motherfucking self. Like we could say, look, the women were wrong. We know that. The women were wrong in the situation. We know that. But at some point, if you don't take responsibility for yourself as a man, you gonna be asked out. Ain't nobody fighting for you in that situation.
No,
you got to fight for yourself.
I mean, shit. I mean, no.
I'm not saying he deserves to get locked up. I wouldn't wish that on anybody under those circumstances. But it's his property. Once your property comes into the fold, they looking at you, nigga.
I don't think he deserves to be in jail for 10 years.
Definitely not 10 years. That's egregious. Definitely not 10 years. If anything, I'd be like a year and a day just because it was some fucked up shit that happened. But 10 years? Nah, that's way too long. But honestly, if they never would have gave Kelsey immunity, you know what I'm saying? She would be doing in time right now.
10 years is crazy.
I wouldn't say it's his fault for not saying anything or speaking up. Only because if he had an attorney, that's his attorney's job. He's the person that went to law school and understands the law and can fight his battle. I don't think, especially if there's some sort of gunfire happening, you should say anything because they're going to use everything against you. But that's the failure of his attorney, in my opinion.
Well, that's a fact. But also, if you this is the problem that I have, right? Why are you doing all of this goofy shit going against the advice of your attorney, but you don't want to, you know what I'm saying? Like in
I
social
agree.
media,
I
you
agree.
telling you doing all of this goofy shit, but in the courtroom you don't want to say nothing. But on social media, you want to say
He
social
ain't
media
talked
don't
about the
conduct
case on social
social media
Yeah,
don't
he
He
made
social
never
his own
media
talked
bed
about
don't
the case
hard.
on social media.
social media don't determine your freedom, nigga.
He never talked about the case on social media.
He was dropping clues and hints and doing all types of shit, my nigga.
I think it's the indirect stuff that, like making the song that you guys were talking about. That's the
Yeah.
problem. You know, it's not like he has to say Megan Thee Stallion did this. It's inferred,
You
and
putting up
nobody's an
pictures of
idiot.
horseshoes.
So
What's that mean? You an equestrian nigga? You he about to be a jockey? He built like a
you
jockey.
stupid. You
Hell
just
no.
fake it.
You like
What's wrong with you?
he taking up equestrianism all of a sudden. You got a court case and now you
You a
playing with
mess.
horses and shit.
You a
Like, come on, dog.
mess. You a mess. Some people they just can't think about it too. Like some people they if they from the streets they can't get the streets out of them. You know what I'm saying? It's like, and I know this is different, but like I think about Michael Vick. He's played for the Philadelphia Eagles or whatever, and it's like you got $30 million on the contract and you still fighting dogs. It's like why you doing this dumb shit?
For the
That's how
Atlanta
I
Well,
feel.
see,
It's just like shit you don't have to do. You
it
got
he
wasn't
played
money.
really
Like
it
what are you
wasn't really
doing?
Michael Vick though. It was his cousins. And his cousins they wanted to make an example out of Vic because it was his property, but it was
No,
really
I
his
agree
cousins
with
doing that
you.
shit.
I'm
Yeah.
not disagreeing with that. I'm simply saying sometimes when you leave the ghetto or you leave your unfortunate circumstances and you have money, like the way Vic had money, or I don't know the Tory Lane
You
guy, I don't know how
can't
much
even
money he
really say
had.
that about Vic either at the time, because at the time, dog
No,
fighting
I'm not. I'm
crime
just
was
using him
all
as
the
an
fuck.
example. I'm just using him as an example of somebody that didn't remove himself from the hood. Is all I'm saying. Is still
That's what
involved in
about to,
to a certain
that's
degree.
a bad example. Because I was about to say dog fighting around that time was definitely, you feel what I'm saying? Like it was big. Like dog fighting was big. Like real
But
big.
that's a idiotic thing to do to compromise your livelihood, compromise your career, compromise your money,
He
compromise
ain't know he
everything you
was
work.
going to get put in prison, niggas. He was doing that shit from
No,
he
I'm
was
not.
little.
I'm not saying that. I'm saying if you've made it out and you have a hell of a lot to lose, why are you making these dumbass decisions? That's what I'm saying. Regardless of who was doing it, you're involved. Those people probably didn't go to jail, but he did. He obviously shouldn't have been in prison for dog fighting, in my opinion. Even though I don't
Right.
agree with the dog fighting, but what I'm saying is sometimes because people are just so can't detach from the fuckery, they end up in situations like Mike Vick ended up in. And now Tory
And
Lanez.
that
It's
be
like,
that
stop with the
bullshit
fuckery.
that
Like,
we
go and
talk
do some,
about.
make better choices. That's all
Like
I'm
that
It's
be
saying.
that
because
hold on, wait, and that be that
it's
bullshit
because
that we be talking about because it, that's all.
it's because what most black people do when they get some money, they don't want to leave the dumbass niggas alone. You want to be loyal to the
Hey,
dumb
Coach
shit,
Bird. I didn't know you were
and that's
still
the
down there.
problem. You want to be loyal to the
Coach
dumb
Bud over
shit.
there shopping and shit.
I
I
was
agree.
about to say, so how was Tory? What was Tory being loyal to? That was the dumb shit from the first. Like
Tory
the
Lane,
nigga, the
when
nigga
Tory Lanez broke away from his record deal and the record label, he should have took his ass out of the country. But
Tory, but
no, he want
but I
he
agree
should have
with
went
that.
back.
He took his
Listen, he
ass out
broke
of
Hold
the
on,
away.
one
game.
mic, one
You
mic,
can't. But
one
listen,
mic, one
what I'm
mic.
saying is, y'all live in America all y'all life. Y'all gotta play by the rules of the machine, or your ass gonna get the consequences of whatever they set for. Once he was free from the label, he should have left the country. His music was popping. He was making plenty of money. And like every nigga that think that they can get ahead of the machine, they always do the biggest thing. They're gonna take your money and take your life, and they're gonna have niggas like us talking about they shoulda, coulda, woulda, did. No. I'm sure some of y'all got some slow ass kids, and we want our kids to be smart. And if our kids hit it big, we're gonna be all in their business, telling them what they should and should not do. And that's the problem. He was by himself. He played the wrong ass game. So listen, man, this nigga fatigue shit is just wearing y'all niggas out.
That's what I
Listen, man,
said
he
earlier though.
he
But
shouldn't
that's
be
what
in
I said
jail.
earlier though. I said that he should have went out the country for real, and stayed in Canada. Thing is, I don't agree that he should be in jail just for trolling and fucking. That crazy. Like he ain't. That's what I'm saying. That's wild.
No, he made it
And
worse on himself. That's the point.
Mm-hmm.
He wasn't he got the money, he got the bag, but there's more aspects to being a king than just having a bunch of money. What was worth and what isn't worth his
I was about
attention.
to say, if I ain't mistaken, Tory Lane's probably like what 27, 28. So we talking about a case that happened what 3-4 years ago. Come on now.
Come
That's
on,
all.
what, Trey? That's wild.
What you say?
Cause like, come on, Trey, that's wild. That nigga fucked up. He fucked himself up with that shit, bro. She tried to fend for your dumb ass. Your dumb ass want to go crip walk on the goddamn internet and talk about the motherfucker. Come on, bro. A woman that's emotional like that, my nigga. Come on, bro. She going, nigga. She fended for you at first. Then she came out and said, "No, you shot me, nigga. Since you want to talk shit, like the clip is up. If you want to talk shit, fuck it, nigga. You shot me. You damn sure did, motherfucker. Come on, bro. If you would have shut your motherfucking ass up, you wouldn't have had these problems. Lil Tory, you had a whole down south chick who lied to the folks about you, bro. Why would you say some shit like that? It don't. I'm telling you, Trey, you put yourself self-inflicted dumbass shit. Like, come on, bro. Most niggas would have shut the fuck up and moved the way they should have moved, my nigga. Not, and then your lawyers told you don't get on the internet. And guess what you do, nigga? Go get your dumb ass on the internet. Matter of fact, the first thing you did was go get on the internet. So I don't understand.
My man was trolling. Man.
I'm
I
just
don't think that shit.
like, what the fuck?
Trolling. That's all I'm saying. You shouldn't be locked up for trolling. That's
I
wild.
mean, man, I'm just saying, bro, you gotta chill. You gotta like chill and play your role, my nigga. Like the fact that she fitted for you, knowing everything that you just told her, you in Kylie Jenner house in the pool, you trying to fuck on Kylie. Then you got your brand new toupee on, and you get in the water, nigga. Oh, nigga, you wasn't playing, nigga. You got your brand new hairpiece on in the water. Yeah, you a bold nigga. Bro had his new hairpiece on in the water for Kylie. Yeah, that nigga was taking the risk. Yeah. Then
Man,
Megan come through that motherfucker, Kelsey. Megan drunk, Kylie put her ass out. Bitch, you got to go. You too fucked up. Kelsey went with her type shit. Like, come on, Megan sloppy drunk at this woman high. Tory Lane's in the pool with a toupee on. Nigga, it's a lot of shit going on. You feel me? Then Tory decided to leave. If anything, Tory should have just stayed there and let them go. That probably would have worked out a little better. Who knows? You know what I'm saying? But, still. Tori, you thought you was really king of Zamunda, really on the cool, bro.
my
Because,
mind was hitting everything that was
but see that what I'm saying
moving.
though. You thought you was king of Zamunda because y'all leave in a Rolls Royce, right? You got both of them in the car.
Both of them.
You got one hand on the side of the goddamn seat, probably tingling, making knee, and then you got Kelsey. You got one hand on the other side, fucking with Kelsey at the same time. So you got your ass
Yeah.
put in. Man, look, Tori,
Hey, my
boy,
man
you
was
a
out
bold
there
nigga.
thugging. You heard me,
You a bold nigga, Tori. That's all I'm saying. You bold.
bro. Like that's
You
what I'm saying.
bold.
Bro, niggas do that type of shit all the time, bro. That shit don't usually end up like that, bro. That's all I'm saying. Like,
I feel you.
shit don't usually end up like that, bro. Cause shit like that happens all the time. Like, bro, like you be, yeah, bro. Like, especially when you single for real. Like, I mean, like, yeah, bro, you will, yeah, have a nice little party. You feel what I'm saying? You might have 4 or 5 of them in there at the same time that you.
All I know is historically, men of affluence have been taken down by their own decision making around women. It happens all the time.
That's what I'm saying. It happens all the time, and it's a whole bunch of bullshit. And that's all I'm saying. Like, that's all I'm trying to get everybody to understand. Like, that's
Nah, I
a
feel
whole
what you're
bunch of
saying, Trey, but
bullshit.
niggas
You feel what I'm
niggas gotta
saying?
know how to start
And
moving correctly, bro. Stop bullshitting.
I was
Like that
about to
nigga
say,
bullshit.
I understand that, but see, the thing is, like when we on here, right, we be talking about how niggas be bitch ass niggas, you feel what I'm saying, putting their hands on females, da 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 da. You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
At the end of the day, bro, when you fucking on somebody and you got a relationship with somebody, bro, that type of shit happens all the time, bro. Niggas go back and forth, niggas troll, all types of shit. You feel what I'm saying? Like, and man, like that's just a part of, you feel what I'm saying, having relationships. You feel what I'm saying? Relationships wouldn't end if shit was all good all the time. Relationships wouldn't have good and bad parts if shit was all good all the time. You feel what I'm saying? That's just the fact of the matter. You feel what I'm saying? And people gotta be honest about it for real, for real. Like everybody talk about some relationship, that relationship, this. Let's get in the real of the relationships. You feel what I'm saying? When you really in a relationship with somebody for real, or you really fucking with somebody on that type of level, bro. Sometimes you go back and forth with them. You feel what I'm saying? Sometimes just for the fuck of it. You feel what I'm saying? Sometimes you feel what I'm saying because you really feel it some type of way. But you feel what I'm saying? Sometimes as people, we wake up and you be like, you know what? I'm gonna fuck with this person today for real, for real. And you just be trolling, fucking with them, and they be mad as shit. And the whole time you be trolling. And sometimes they be doing the same shit to you. So, like, you feel what I'm saying? Like, we just gotta be honest when we really having these conversations for real, because shit like that really happen. You might be talking to somebody, shit might be all good this moment, and then you know, a couple hours later, shit not all good.
Trey.
It be
Who
like that.
goes to jail for trolling?
I mean, ain't nobody really go to jail for
Okay.
trolling, but I mean,
Okay. So let's start there. So since we're gonna start there, if you was Tory Lanez and you just got out of a jail and you know what gunplay is in situations is in the near future, your lawyers tell you, young man, promise me you're not gonna get on this internet and fuck this up. Because now you jumping bond. Now you're attacking the motherfucking person. All that's part of your bond. See, people gotta understand what the bond says too. A lot of that shit to tell you can't be around smoke, you can't be around no bar, you can't be around no club, you can't do a lot of shit on bond. That's almost like you jumping bond because now you're an internet bully. Now you're a cyber bully. If you want to get technical in legal terms with this shit. Now you're a fucking cyber bully. You're coming at this lady about her being a fucking horse, and she got horseshoes and all this old shit, goddamn Bigfoot. Now you're bullying. That's a whole nother ball game. You jumping bond off the rip if you really want to go with legal shit. So you putting yourself in this fucked up ass situation. You should have set your ass at home and watched some of them old goddamn Netflix shows or watch Martin. You could have been chilling. No, you want to get it. You want to get your get back like a little bitch. Cool. You want to goddamn troll the woman like a little bitch. Okay, cool. Two bitches in the sea, huh? No, Tori, you should have let Megan be emotional and keep doing her thing, and you shut your ass up, bro, and you would have been free, my nigga. That is almost a fact. Because, you know, just in case, you know, because really on the cool, the doctors did still send for the police. So it could have been some shit still, but nigga, you would have, man, look, you would have had a better opportunity, bro. So I just think, bro, really put yourself in a fucked up situation for no reason. Like, bro, you grown, bro. Ain't no way in hell you couldn't let this shit ride, bro. But you was just too caught up on what the people were saying, the chat, the commentary on all the little shit that you did. Then they told you don't do no interviews, you wouldn't get them. Like, bro, like, who you think you supposed to be? Bro, you already got a strike on you because you ISIS. That's first and foremost. That's first and foremost, bro. You got a strike on you, my nigga. And you ain't from here. Shit, there you go. Some niggas got to think before they move. Slow your ass down, nigga. You shouldn't even rode in that car with Megan and Kelsey. Nigga, that was petty. I think that was super petty, bro, because you know you was hitting both of them, bro. Why would you put yourself in that situation? See what I'm saying? Another situation you put yourself in for no reason. You would have did better just taking Megan and them cussing your ass out and you stayed at county shit. Yeah, I'm just saying, like, let's just think smarter sometimes. Instead of, why would you get in a Rolls Royce, bro, with Megan and this woman, Kelsey, bro? They drunk. They stupid drunk.
he thought he was right having the time
He
of his
thought he was
life.
king of Zamunda.
He thought he was right at the time
Come
of
on.
his life.
Yeah, you know what, Trey? You ain't bullshit, though. Now that I think about it, he probably like, oh, yeah, it's going down. They fucked him. I'm finna get both of them.
It was finna go down in his mind.
Yeah.
And it
I feel you on
went
that. I feel
down,
you.
but it ain't go down the way he thought it
Nah, shit. A nigga like Young Jock, goddamn, everybody hit shit. I'm trying to tell you, hell no, it ain't going down like this.
I was
They
about
on
to
his
say,
ass.
hold on, wait, time out. Y'all talking about some of them being drunk, nigga. He was drunk too.
Yeah, no,
this,
oh no, no,
this
no.
nigga
Everybody
wasn't
was fucked
thinking
up.
straight. That's what I'm
Everybody
trying
was
to
fucked up.
say, yeah.
Nah, everybody was fucked up, Trey. I ain't just saying them. Everybody was fucked up for sure.
That's what I'm
Facts.
saying. He wasn't thinking. My
Yeah.
man, like shit, like oh,
Hey,
I my man.
he seen that booty on Megan and
Come
Kelsey
on,
and nigga looked at Kylie and was like, nah, it ain't gonna be able to work. Let me go
man,
make
what?
it.
My man
Shit.
was on some other shit that night. My man was on some old, yeah, I'm finna. He was in there probably on some real cool, smooth shit at first, for real, before they get to try and go all crazy for real. My man was probably talking about trying to talk him up, like, yeah, and then shit start going haywire. He ain't know what to do. He just started looking left to right, left to right, left to
Mm-hmm.
right.
That's wow. Yeah, that's crazy. And they both some, you know what I'm saying? You know, some
They
good looking women
fine
over
as
there. So yeah.
hell, bro. That's what I'm trying
Yeah,
to tell you,
man.
bro. Niggas
Yeah.
don't be thinking straight, bro. My man wasn't thinking with the big head. He was thinking with the little one. Fuck you talking about?
Yeah, he was thinking with the wrong goddamn extension, goddamn. Your ass should have been like you know, cause boy Jay-Z said the power of the PUSSY. That shit is illegal. And you put that shit in the can or some shit. Who knows? Niggas be
Man,
going stone
shit.
crazy behind that shit, boy.
I ain't
That
gonna
nigga
lie to you,
shit.
bro. I ain't gonna sit there and lie to you, bro. Like, man, listen. I'd have fucked around been in that car.
Nah, Trey, we know your ass going, nigga. Hey, that's not a doubt in my mind. You not going, nigga. It's a fact. But shit, if you want to get technical with it though, like, you know what I'm saying? Like we know, like, you know, no. Nigga. Stray away, Trey, stray away. Stray away, young bull, stray away. I'm
I
telling you,
damn
because
sure
that shit
hopped in
look
that
good.
car.
It look
Right
good,
in the
Trey,
middle.
but you gotta know what time it is. Emotional women, they come on, bro. And they both hit you. They both come on, nigga. They drunk. They and they fifi. That's
Man, you
just normal
think,
shit.
bro. Sometimes
Shit,
it be like that. It be like that though. I was about to say, I mean, shit, when you single, you be single for real, for real. But like I say, I don't know, bro. It's probably just because I'm a little different. I guess God just be blessing me sometimes, bro.
nigga. Boy, you better keep that in your mind, boy, cause nigga doing dumb shit. Yeah, he might keep you out there a few times, but that one time you just move a little sloppy.
Cause I ain't gonna lie to you,
No.
bro. Like I be having people in the same room all the time that I be hitting, and that don't none of that shit type be going down for real. Like, I ain't gonna lie to you,
This
like.
nigga ain't shit.
I was about to say, I don't even really be like, you feel what I'm saying, on some old, like, you feel disrespectful shit. It just be more so like, all right, yeah, I might be having to get together for real, or you feel me, I might, you feel what I'm saying, be meeting up with my sister, my best friend. They might be with one of my exes, or you feel what I'm saying, somebody that, you feel what I'm saying, you feel what I'm saying, messing with at the time, and I might be with somebody I'm messing with at the time. You feel what I'm saying, you know. It be like that
Yeah.
sometimes. Sometimes you just end up in the same spot at the same time. Sometimes it's orchestrated. You know.
I feel you. Man, look, we finna get our ass out of here, man. We been streaming 7 hours, goddamn. Nigga got shit to do. I ain't trying to be on here all day. Got a regular life shit. Shout out to the chat. Make sure y'all hit that like button. Shout out to the panel. We finna start off with that boy. Who out on the panel? So okay, let me see.
It's me, Coach Fur, Trey, and is that
I,
Demon Donna?
I'm the up here still. Where you going?
Demon Donna, no. Oh wait, no,
Okay.
I'm up here. I'm sorry, you covered
Okay.
by the
Okay.
banner.
Okay. Uh, let's see. Omni, man, you want to give your final thoughts first? I know you came a little late.
He on route.
Okay.
He might have stepped away for a second.
Ferg, you want to give your final thoughts? Ferg over there shopping.
No, you driving now.
Okay.
You on
Ferg, can you
route for
hear?
yes.
Can you hear us, Ferg? Okay. So, Trey, you want to go? Your final thoughts, G?
Yeah, I give my final thoughts, man. I was about to say this was a hell of a show. You feel what I'm
Yeah,
saying? You
yeah.
know, it's always. You feel what I'm saying? I was damn sure looking forward to it this morning because I was sitting there driving the truck, and I was like, it's about 7:15. Where the hell is it at? Yeah, man. Then you came on about 8 o'clock. I was like, that's about right. You feel what I'm saying? I had to listen to 45 minutes worth of music for real, but it worked out. You feel what I'm saying? Like I be looking forward to it. You feel what I'm saying? It's like, yeah, it be definitely helping me get through my work day and all that. So you feel what I'm saying? Definitely shout out to you. Shout out to the Drip Show. You feel what I'm saying? Like, subscribe, share. You feel what I'm saying? Tell your mama, tell her sister, tell her baby cousin father. You feel what I'm saying? Yeah, and we out here. You feel what I'm saying?
Nah, for sure, so appreciate that, my guy. Shout out to the chat, man. The chat ain't nothing bigger than the chat. Always get the like button, get your memberships, man. You know, we ain't gonna play. We're gonna start doing a music night for the members every other Friday. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, man, that shit was a good turnout. We're gonna do it like that. We're gonna have different themes and shit. And then the next time I'm gonna bring out the actual music trivia too. So, you know what I'm saying? You know, we have a few things to do. Ferg, your ass still on mute? Ferg still on
Yeah,
mute?
he's still on mute. He driving.
What's up?
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, man, you wanna get final thoughts?
Oh man, yeah, man. Look, you know, these topics make for interesting conversation. It clearly shows how divided we are on a lot of issues when it comes to men and women of our culture and our nationality. You know, I ain't gonna say nationality, but the melanated people, we get a lot of brokenness, and you know, it's just gonna speak to my presentation to things that don't affect. So listen, if you ain't if you don't want to be petty, don't go to the party. If you don't want to make it big, don't sign a dumbass contract that you can't fit or you just, just a rest day. Get out, enjoy your day. Have fun. It's summertime and don't get nigga fatigue before the end of the summer because folks will be out talking about summertime.
That nigga fatigue is crazy. Shout out to that boy Ferg, man. I appreciate it, Ferg. I'm still on mute.
Oh no, I'm back.
Okay, go ahead. You want
My
to get
wife
final
was
thoughts, G?
my wife was cooking, you know what I'm saying? So I was helping her get it together in the kitchen. Um
Real shit.
yeah, so where we at? What was his
Final
final thoughts?
thoughts?
Oh
Final thoughts,
man.
yeah.
Dog, have some foresight. That's all I'm gonna say. Like,
that was deep.
Have some foresight. Have some foresight. And don't, you know what I mean, don't let temporary pleasures ruin or fuck up, you know what I'm saying, long-term situations for yourself.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? The momentary pleasure that you get out of dealing with a woman and her friend on the low, when truth comes to light, likely they're gonna respond in an emotional way and do something to fuck up your whole situation.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody's saying that he ain't stabbed, we ain't got no proof of stabbing or whatnot, but you know what I'm saying, his camp probably don't want to release the photos because Tory is a what is it? I'm not gonna say visual, I'm not gonna say vain, but you know what I'm saying, part of it is your image. Part of the lifestyle comes with a certain image, and he probably don't want people to see him that way. Remember when niggas was tripping about Jamie Foxx?
Yeah,
When Jamie
that was
Foxx was
wild.
going through his
Yeah, that was wild.
yeah. He don't want that to be out there. I want people to see me with 14 stab wounds and shit. Me not looking good, not looking presentable and whatnot. So yeah, but the fact that it was reported, the fact that they actually have the culprit, I mean, there's enough evidence and enough news outlets have said, yo, that nigga got stabbed, and y'all still don't believe that he got stabbed. That's what I'm saying. This is why black men be moving the way that they be moving, because a nigga can literally get stabbed 14 times. It was like, nigga, we don't believe you.
Damn.
You know what I'm saying? Imagine that. Every
That's wild.
news outlet on the planet reporting this nigga got stabbed. It was like, where, nigga? We don't see it. And then even if the nigga did
And even if the nigga did show up with all them stab wounds, they'd be like, man, they ain't real stab wounds. It don't matter what.
This nigga ain't shit.
You know what I'm
Damn.
saying? You know what I'm saying? Like,
Right.
it's crazy. Every news outlet on the planet saying this nigga got stabbed. We don't believe that nigga got stabbed. You know what I mean?
Wow. Mm-hmm. That's crazy work. I mean, it's crazy because I mean, I don't know. It's just I don't
But
know.
y'all believe that the same nigga that got stabbed that y'all don't believe got stabbed. Y'all believe that he said dance, bitch, dance, and bust that Megan's feet.
Oh my God.
To
That's
the
wow.
point
I
where they're
forgot
willing
about that
to
part.
invest.
Damn, that's crazy.
To the point where they're willing to invest in the child predator's freedom that did the stabbing. So do you not believe that he got stabbed, or do you believe that he got stabbed? Because y'all, there's certainly a lot of y'all on the GoFundMe that believe he got stabbed and that the nigga that stabbed him is a hero.
That's wild too.
While he's locked up for being a child predator for raping a 13-year-old girl. I'm sorry, Drip. For raping a 13-year-old girl.
Yeah. Damn. Well, there you have it, folks.
It's
That's
goofy,
wild.
and y'all can't convince me otherwise. But peace, Strip.
That's a
Peace,
bet,
Strip.
Albert. Have a good day, my good sir.
You do
Appreciate
say.
you.
Stopping by.
Who else up here, Sneaky? That's it? Chanel up here?
We got Trey up her.
I'm talking about who ain't getting 5,000.
That was it. It's just me, you, and Trey.
All right, you weren't gonna get yours.
Oh, to be honest, all of this is kind of like, because none of it makes sense. The whole case to me is sus. I don't believe anything. I know it may seem like I'm Team Tory or whatever. Like I'm Team nobody. Like I don't believe anything that's
Stand on
coming
it.
out so far. And that's what I've been saying this entire time. I don't believe what they said happened is what happened.
Right.
None of this makes any sense. I haven't seen, and I have done a little bit of digging. I haven't like did a full deep dive, but I have been starting to kind of like watch a couple of the little takes that everybody has, so that I can kind of familiarize myself with the actual evidence and this, that, and the other, whatever. Just a little bit, because I'm not that invested. Because I don't care. He can rot in jail as far as I am concerned. Like I don't care, but yeah, the whole thing just seemed real janky, and I just don't know what to believe, and I don't know who's telling the truth, who lying. I feel like everybody lying at this point. So I'm just gonna sit back and watch the circus and eat my popcorn, and hold on to my peanuts to ride the elephant later.
Damn. Okay. Got up there. What's going on? All right. Shout out to the chat, man.
What say ye? Oh, real quick. I'm sorry. Definitely shout out to everybody that came up, hit the panel, everybody that hit the comments, everybody that hit the like button, share, everybody that subscribed today. If you haven't, go ahead and subscribe to this channel, subscribe to my channel, subscribe to Content Plug, search up Content Plug 93. That way you can find it easiest. As a matter of fact, just go through all of the comments, any link that you see, make sure you hit the link and subscribe to those channels, because we're definitely trying to build a nation around here, and it's not just one person, it's a whole squad. So make sure we all support one another, hit their links, go to their channels, watch a couple videos, leave a couple comments, even if you don't feel like watching videos. Just help boost the algorithms for everybody that's rocking with us, because it's fire over here. And thank you for anybody that sent the Cash App. Shout out to Casual Germ for hitting the super chats, and I definitely again appreciate just the conversation. It's nice to have these conversations, because it's good for us to kind of, even though we can't always necessarily relate to everything personally, but we can still learn something from somebody else's L. So I'll just take that.
It's my turn.
It is. Thank you very much.
Okay. Well, everything she said, time two for sure. Hit the like button, please, ma'am, jammers. The support was kind of low today. It's cool. We got many more days to go. We got many more days. You know what I'm saying? Hit the like button again. Hit the super chat. Hit the Cash App. Hit the PayPal. The email is in the chat. I got PayPal now too. Yeah, Drip Nation, man. Like Get your memberships. You know what I'm saying? Get your memberships. Get your memberships. Get your memberships. You know, going live on a plug for sure today. I'm actually making a thumbnail now. Yeah, we're gonna talk about the whole, you know, what's a good mic and all of that type of shit. You know, we're gonna go over a few things with streaming. You know, kind of help people out who have a hard time streaming, shit like that. Uh, Make sure y'all subscribe to the Plug channel. Make sure y'all subscribe to the Drip Nation channel. Make sure y'all subscribe to Shanika channel, Emperor Kojak Gaming channel, Omni channel, goddamn Chanel channel. Uh, Everybody in this motherfucker, they got channels. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the people with the Rich Gang, Big Moderator Gang. Uh, yeah, this morning shit cool. I'm gonna start going like 6 to 12 or something like that. Cause I ain't gonna go over 6 hours. Like 6 to 12. This morning I kind of got on at like 6:45, shit like that. So I was a little backed up. My ass was what I was trying to do. I was trying to do something, I don't know. But yeah, I appreciate everybody so much. Like I say, next week I'm gonna be in Vegas working with Keena. So I'm gonna try to get some content on that shit. It just depends on how it go and if it's even time for me to even pick a phone up. Cause that shit be work, don't stop. But nah, for sure. You know what I'm saying? We're trying to grow the channel. Shout out to the chat once again. Ain't nothing bigger than the chat. And shit, we finna be out this thing. Oh, shout out to Demon too, man. Shout out to Darren Long finna had a baby. She said the water broke. It's going down. It's going down. It's fucking going down. I'm trying to tell you. I was lit. Shout out to my boy American Tradesman. Uh, Hold on. What time? Hold on. Put the link in the chat real quick. I know he ain't finna tell me the baby here. I know he not finna tell me this shit. Not live on the Nation Show. Hit the link, Negro. I know he not finna tell me this, nigga. I know he not finna tell me the baby here. That was quick than a
Hope
motherfucker.
so, 'cause that's fire right there. When they just come right on that with no issues, those are
That
the
mean
best.
they was doing a lot of fucking.
Ooh.
Somebody get Trey Trey up out of here. Bring Demon up. Oh my God. Bro. Demon. Shanika,
Oh,
you
you
here?
say I'm second.
That's what I'm talking
He
about.
here. He here,
Congratulations. I
Shanika. He here.
told y'all.
He here. He here, man. He here. Yup. And you through. And you through. The baby here. Stop playing. Baby here. Damon. Damon. Let's see the baby, bro.
Don't be yelling.
Shut up.
Telling you to shut up.
Lord Jesus, please. This is crazy. Yeah.
You all on the speaker. David.
I
You
don't
don't
give
know
a
who that
fuck.
room.
Why you worried about what I'm doing?
You know Drip somebody uncle nephew. I said uncle nephew, somebody uncle.
I am somebody uncle.
We know.
And the new baby uncle. Look, that nigga Demon fat too.
Let's get it.
And you through.
Let's
And you
get
through.
it.
And you
Jelly on
through.
that. She through.
And you through.
Change the
Handsome.
camera angle a little bit. Like,
Yeah, I was
Baby
about to say you
Demon,
gotta
this
take
is
off the
your Uncle
camera a
Drip.
little
get
bit.
her off the camera, Demon. All right,
Baby
appreciate it. Put
Demon,
the
this
on
is your Uncle
the camera.
Drip.
Yeah,
This is your Uncle Drip.
let her get her rest.
Baby Demon, this is your
Oh,
Uncle Drip.
look
This is
at
Uncle Drip, baby Demon. Boy,
that.
look, it's going down. Shout out to the Long family, man. Drip Nation exclusive. Baby Long is in the building, man. That shit make a nigga
Congratulations.
warm, dog. That
Let's
He's
shit
so
make a
get
nigga
it.
warm, man.
fast.
Damn.
Let's
Bro,
get it.
congratulations, bro.
You.
Congratulations, my baby, bro. That shit make a nigga feel so good, bro.
Oh
That's crazy, bro.
no! Look, he's quiet.
That shit make a nigga feel so good, bro. That is like
Oh my
amazing,
gosh,
bro.
we just talked to her like she was just saying the water broke, and then now he here.
Let's
Bro,
get
that
it.
shit make a nigga
Let's
feel so
go.
amazing, bro. God damn, that shit make a nigga feel so amazing, bro. Bro, congratulations, bro. Like on
Oh,
everything, congratulations, my
he
baby.
said
That's
leave her
like
alone, let her
Yes,
rest.
sir.
Jelly, we know you tired, the baby. We'll talk to you in a day or two. It's cool.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man. I was about to say, man, enjoy, man. Definitely enjoy. That is a
And that
blessing,
shit make
man.
a nigga
That
feel so
is a
good, bro.
blessing.
Seeing shit like this crazy.
He's so tiny.
Man. How much you weigh, Demon?
6 pounds, 13 ounces.
Okay. Oh, my
Ooh.
baby.
Yeah, he
That
healthy.
little boy keep
He
crying,
healthy,
man.
healthy.
God damn.
Oh,
Uncle Drip here, baby. Yeah. 6 pounds, 13 ounces, he said. That what he said? Yeah.
Hmm.
what's his name?
His name is Aegon.
Aegon?
Hmm.
She ain't hear what
Mm.
you said, Demon. What you said?
His name is Aegon.
Hey,
I heard
gone.
you said Aegon.
Yeah, shout out to that boy, man. God damn.
Oh
Another
my
one in the
Welcome
building.
to the
God.
world, hey God. Welcome to the world.
Yeah, that's for sure. That boy
That's so
live on the Tizzle. That boy live on the Tizzle on his first day out the womb, man. God damn it. I'm talking about little old, now, you know, he a little light skinned baby demon. So we got to make sure that we teach him. God damn. Because they going to get on his
Teach them
ass
all the
too
light
when
skin
he get about
ways. You
21.
feel?
God damn, that boy. God. So, bro, who he look like? Who he look like more, demon? You or her? Look, let me see.
I don't really know who he look like right now. I think he look like both of us.
Right.
Yeah.
nice. Oh. Yeah, I was trying to look earlier, but I couldn't get a good look.
Yeah,
So
handsome little fella.
Oh, he's huge.
He's a handsome little fella, man. God damn,
oh,
demon. Boy, I tell you, boy, that shit make a nigga want to go. Well, I ain't gonna say what I want to say.
that's super special. I'm so glad that you guys allowed us to share this experience with y'all. I know he over there talking to the nurses. Okay, I'm still saying thank y'all for sharing this experience with
Nah,
us. That was
that's a
truly
fact,
special.
bro.
Oh,
That's a fact. That is a
Man,
fucking
boy, I'm
fact.
talking about something. The show couldn't have ended no better.
Come
yeah,
on,
for
bro.
real.
What?
Like
It
that was
couldn't have ended
perfect.
no better. Like, come on, bro. This is real deal timing going on right now, bro. This shit making nigga feel amazing, bro.
For
Like,
real. So we can all be like, yeah, we was there when you was first born. Yup. As soon as you
yo, boy, we
was
synced you,
them
boy.
looking at you, yeah, we were there. I
We
love
synced you,
technology
my
for
boy.
this
Yep,
purpose.
on the 19th. You feel what I'm saying? Around 4 o'clock. Yeah.
Man, look. Man, Damon, look, we ain't gonna hold you up, bro. I know you tired too. You might well get your rest and get ready, because I know that little baby
Oh
gonna be
yeah,
sleeping.
boy.
So we ain't gonna hold you up, bro. We finna get up out of here, bro. But I'm glad you hit me and we shared this shit with you, my baby. That shit platinum, bro. I appreciate you.
Yes, for
That's a bet.
sure, for
That's a
sure.
bet.
Oh my
All
god.
right, you got my man. Just hit me up.
That's a bet,
That
boy.
made
Appreciate you. Hmm.
Salute.
Man, that shit make a nigga feel so platinum, bro.
yeah, that
Ooh,
really made
that shit, that's a good ass feeling, man. That's a good motherfucking feeling right there, man. Shout out to that boy Daryl Long, man, for the baby. She just said her water broke.
yes.
Somebody screenshot the chat when she said her water broke, please. Somebody screenshot the chat when she said her water broke.
Yeah.
Screenshot the chat when she said her water broke, please.
Let me see
Cause
what time.
that's gonna have to go on the intro. Yeah, Demon gonna have to get part of the intro, bro. Boy, goddamn brought the baby in the world live on the Tizzle on Drip Nation. Yup, do. And I'm excited. Yup. I'm gonna have me a good ass day now. Oh, it's platinum.
Yeah, that was at 2:50 that she said that. Well, 2:50 on
Quavi.
so that was an hour ago, and she done got that baby up out of there. I know
Damn.
that's
And look, they just checked in this morning.
yeah, that's how it's supposed to be. Get up out. We gotta be
And
in
I be
labor
hearing people be having
24.
goddamn, and I be hearing people being labeled 24 hours, 19. I'm like,
Yeah,
God damn.
yeah, I was too. Had the baby the
Jeez.
whole next day. Like, damn.
That's crazy work, man.
And it was so
Shout
funny because
out to the
my
mamas.
boss, it was her birthday was the day before, so she thought that he was gonna come on her birthday, and I had to break the news. Like, I'm so sorry.
Fuck them. Shit,
It,
man. Shout out
yeah,
to the
it
mamas,
happened
man.
to the next day.
Shout out to all the mamas, man. For real, for real. That is a
Oh,
fucking blessing, bro. That is a
yeah, and I'm
fucking
so
blessing.
glad. And then we could see that she was okay, because that's a
Mhm.
concern of mine at least. So I'm just glad that she made it through. That baby made it through. Everybody here safe and sound.
That's amazing, bro. I gotta go
You
have me some
right,
babies.
Coffee. That's that right there for him to actually trust us enough. Well, really, drip, but to bring his baby on here and share that, like Yeah, that's love right there. That's all
Man,
it is.
he know I ain't on no type of bullshit like that. No way. I don't be shit. If he asked me to, I would private this bitch. That's for sure. If he asked me to, I would definitely private without a doubt. It was a free show anyway. So yeah, I definitely would private that motherfucker. That's a fact. Like, nah, that's respect for me. I would never play with nobody babies like that. That's why I don't like niggas talking about that shit here. No way. No, let's keep the babies out of it. Let's keep people wombs and all that old type of shit out of it, cause all that shit is a blessing. And I ain't got time for that shit. No, sir. Mm-mm. But I'm high. Smokers out for that boy Demon. Yes, sir. Boy brought the baby on. I'm too lit. I'm stuttering
Yeah.
and shit. I'm too lit. That just made my motherfucking day. I ain't gonna hold you. Little handsome fella. God damn. Shit. Shout out to the mamas again, man. Shout out to all the mamas that got kids. Shout out to y'all. We finna get up out of here, man. I appreciate everybody for sliding and gliding with us. Drip Nation, one band, one sound. We will see y'all mañana. Ain't